Big up to every single one of you guys. What is going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar BYT. How's everybody doing? How's your Friday been? Hope you guys have been having a great time. Hope you guys have been having an amazing day. The last 48 hours have not exactly been a great 48 hours for me. I woke up to some shocking news yesterday. And just when I thought the shocks were over, ladies and gentlemen, I get the shock of my lifetime when I wake up this morning. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I remember a few weeks ago, I was doing one of these Blaugrana Buzz, right? And when I was talking about a certain someone, I mentioned how his current employers were moving like that ex-boyfriend in the street who's trying so hard to keep their girl. They're doing everything. They're offering him money. They're doing everything. But the problem is, you've already scored a date with her, and she's already agreed to go out on that date with you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just to continue the analogy that I used on that stream, basically what happened, it turns out this girl that I was asking out on a date was actually never interested in going out on a date with me in the first place. As a matter of fact, the only reason he even accepted my proposal was because he was hoping that his ex-boyfriend would buy him the new Mercedes Benz. And ladies and gentlemen, the ex-boyfriend did that, and now guess what? I have egg on my face. So, Nico Williams has officially signed a 10-year deal with Athletic Bilbao. Let's actually, give me a second, let me actually pull it up. There it is. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. There he is.
Cuando hay que tomar decisiones, Para mí lo que pesa más es el corazón. Estoy donde quiero estar, con los míos. Esta es mi casa. A Patreti.
So basically, long story short, we were just chop change, right? You were using us this whole time. You were actually never interested in joining us. No. See, you, my friend, were actually using us. And I have to congratulate you, man. I have to congratulate you. Guys, honestly, right? We can all sit here and we can all say everything we want. But brother, this is one of the greatest con jobs I don't think I've ever seen in my life. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Because let's be honest here. Forget Barça fans. Every single football fan in world football that knew anything about this deal was fooled this morning. Even Madrid fans who are going to be sitting here laughing at me, and I deserve the banter. Don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a coward. I'm not going to sit here and do a lot of what some of these pathetic fans would do, which would be to say, Barcelona, he wasn't our first option anyway. Oh, we were never actually interested. Technically, we didn't trigger the buyout clause. No. Ladies and gentlemen, we got rejected. No, in fact, no. Scratch that. No. We didn't get rejected, ladies and gentlemen, because getting rejected would have actually been easier. This is not a rejection, because let me tell you the truth. Barca were not the only team that was interested. We know Bayern Munich were talking to Nico Williams. This is not us being rejected, ladies and gentlemen, because if it was rejection, ladies and gentlemen, he would have joined Bayern. If he had decided last minute to sign for Bayern Munich, we could sit there and say, yeah, he rejected you guys to go to Bayern. Ladies and gentlemen, he didn't reject us. This guy did something even worse. I would have rather been rejected than what this brother did to my club. Think about, ladies and gentlemen, how this whole saga even started. This all started, ladies and gentlemen, when his agent went to the club and told us that Nico Williams wanted to join our club. This was all a part of the plan, guys. This brother, ladies and gentlemen, was scamming. This guy conned us all. He fooled everybody, bro. He made everybody believe. He made us all believe that he was going to join us. This was never about joining Barça. This was about him getting the best deal he could get at Bilbao. Because let me tell you guys the facts here. This guy, right? His agent went to the club, basically told the club everything they needed to hear, until the club finally made him our primary target. And then when we made him our primary target, right, Bilbao were lounging around. We know during this whole saga that they were trying to renew his contract. They were trying to make him the most expensive player in the club's history. They were doing everything. It was all a part of the plan, ladies and gentlemen. It was all a part of the plan. Nico Williams and his agent played an amazing ball game, ladies and gentlemen. They wanted the best deal that they could get out of this. So you know what they did? They went and duped us, bro. They knew that Barcelona were suckers. We were looking for a left winger. Because let's be honest here, everybody knows our first option this season was Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz was the first option. But in the end, ladies and gentlemen, his agent went to the club, told the club everything that the club wanted to hear. That his player was interested, the player was desperate, the player wanted to join the club, and in the end, he would be willing to wait for the registration. And the fact that Fabrizio Romano actually brought out a tweet basically stating it's because of our registration issues is the reason why this brother decided to stay. Fuck off. That's bullshit. Because if it was, ladies and gentlemen, we know Bayern Munich were interested in signing this guy. This was never about the registration. Guys, this brother was never going to join the club. This was never about joining. Think about this for 1 second. Just think, everybody. Think about this, right? Nobody saw this coming. The fact that literally we woke up this morning, right? The fact that we woke up this morning and nobody, not Barça fans, Madrid fans, any fans in world football expected this morning to be hearing that Nico Williams signed a new deal, basically tells me everything, bro. He laid his point out to the club, telling them he was only going to sign the contract, right, if they gave him what he wanted. And Bilbao were not going to give him what he wanted. So he decided to use Barça and basically tried to force the move until Barça were just about to trigger the buyout clause. Then, literally just when we were about to trigger the buyout clause, Athletic Bilbao finally buckled and said, all right, we'll give you what you want. They said that. And guess what, bro? The moment they give him what he wants, he signs on the dotted line. Straight away. Straight away. Nobody saw this coming. He literally signed it right there and then. Because think about it, even the club, we didn't even know. We found out on social media that he signed a new deal. This is what I'm telling you guys. This is one of the greatest fitness jobs I've ever seen. This is genuinely one of the, because, brother, I have to really give it to them. I have to give it to Nico, bro. What an amazing game you've just played with us, bro. You fooled everybody, bro. Congratulations, bro. You've made my club a laughing stock, bro. We deserve to get laughed at. I deserve to get cooked. Everybody that's here right now, smash the like button and cook me in the chat. Cook me, bro, because I said what I said. I'm not one of these cowards, bro. I'm not going to sit here and justify and explain any shit, bro. I know what I said. I told you guys he was going to sign. He didn't sign. I deserve to get cooked. And guess what, guys? Everywhere I go this season, if I get cooked, I'm going to take it. I'm not running because I know what I said. It's an absolute disgrace. We just got used. One of the most disgraceful things. I've never in my life been so embarrassed as a football fan. This brother used my club. And we let this happen. We let this happen. It's a fucking disgrace. Everybody that's involved in this, put your head down. Literally, I literally heard this morning, Gerard Moreno in the past few weeks has literally been sitting out here telling everybody that wants to hear. He's been saying this, telling people, listen, Nico Williams, we can take this buyout clause. The problem is there are certain people in the club who are not sure. Well, guess what? We found out this morning that apparently it was Laporta who was actually very skeptical about this deal because his agent was moving mad. And then out of nowhere, guys, we found out he signed a new contract. I gotta give him a stand ovation, guys. I have to give him a stand ovation, guys. One of the greatest plays ever, bro. One of the greatest plays ever. And this is the thing, guys. We deserve to get cooked. We deserve to get cooked as a football club, guys. Because at the end of the day, bro, we let this shit happen. We let this shit happen. Listen, let me tell you guys something, right? I usually reserve my hate for footballers for Madrid fans, but I tell you this right now, ladies and gentlemen. Nico Williams, there's not a footballer on earth right now I hate more than this man. I'm telling you all right now, guys. Athletic Bilbao, I swear to God, when Athletic Bilbao get relegated, I will throw the biggest party on YouTube. I will be your biggest hater, okay? Bilbao, Nico Williams, I promise you guys, bro. November 23rd, 2025, I will be here, guys. You guys better bring your ass here because on that day, guys, I will become the biggest app to Bilbao this season. I'll be watching every game this season, bro. Every hate watch. Every single time you lose, I will be there. When you perform stinkers, I will be there. I will be your biggest app in the entirety of YouTube. Nobody will be the biggest hater to Nico Williams than me. I promise you all. And this is the thing, man. I can't, listen, at the end of the day, we got exactly what we deserve. We got exactly what we deserve. And you know what, bro? I am the clown. I am a fucking clown. I am a clown. That's the facts, bro. I'm the biggest clown on YouTube right now, and I deserve to get clowned, bro. It is what it is. Game is game. I'm not going to sit here and try to make... Because here's the thing, man. People, I've been seeing a lot lot of Barca content creators doing all kinds of coping mechanism from this, trying to say things like, well, we weren't even he wasn't even that good anyway. Look at the amount of goals and assists he's put out anyways. Look at all of this stuff that he's done. Oh, we actually wanted to sign Luis Diaz and all of this stuff. Fuck off! Do not turn back now. We deserve to get cooked. You understand what I mean? We deserve to get cooked. We all sat there and talked about this Nico Williams deal. It was us. It was us. We all deserve this, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. I can't say nothing much anymore, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is. He finessed us. He played us. And you know what, guys? He got the deal he wanted. Listen, 10-year deal at Athletic Bilbao. That's fine, bro. That's fine. You've signed the deal. You were at Athletic Bilbao for the rest of your career, basically. Let me tell you something, Nico Williams. You've already shown us that you have no ambition. Your ambition is the money. Let's don't get it twisted, guys. I'm sure Athletic Bilbao gave him a crazy contract. He's probably getting paid more than guys like Yamal and Vinny and all these guys. Because we know Athletic Bilbao do have money to actually pay these players. You understand what I mean, right? I'm sure he's probably getting the same money as players like Vinny. Don't get it twisted, right? But do you know what you've shown everybody in the world? You got zero ambitions. You have no ambitions, bro. You decided to stay at this. You decided to stay at Bilbao, a club that you know are not going to win trophies. They're not going to be challenging for league titles. Okay, bro? Don't kid yourself. You're only going to be challenging for Champions League. The only thing you're going to be challenging for is Copa del Reyes. That's fine, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. It's over for you. It is over for you, because let me tell you something, guys. This is probably the best. This is probably the only time you're ever going to get a chance to leave Bilbao. Because I promise you now, if you try to leave Bilbao another time, clubs are going to be very receptive about signing you. Now, but let's just be objective here. If he decides next season to change his mind that he's going to leave, well, firstly, he can't, because he signed a 10-year deal. So the club will be like, nah, fuck off, you're staying here. Or, number two, other clubs might say, hey, listen, should we actually get this deal? Because we've seen what he did with Barça, right? He sat there and basically, finessed these guys into signing the new deal. It is what it is. Listen, I'm not going to lie. The closest thing I ever feel, the closest thing I felt to this kind of feeling was probably when Griezmann, the whole thing with Griezmann happened. But here's the thing with the Griezmann thing, right? At the end of the day, Griezmann never said he was coming. He never tried to tell everybody he was coming. I hated the way he handled the situation, doing the whole videos thing, making a documentary, trying to make it all about that. You feel me? I didn't like that. And honestly, when we signed him, a part of me was like, man, after the way he did what he did to us last season, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this. But I'm telling you all right now, this is 100 times worse. What Nico Williams just did is 100 times worse. And don't get it twisted. At the end of the day, everybody, even Madrid fans who I've spoken to, most of them have told me, yo, this guy's crap. This guy is not even that good. He's not even this. He's not even that. I was one of the people that said, listen, maybe he just needs to go to another club. Maybe he needs to be around better players. But you know what, guys? He's decided he wants to stay at Bilbao and play with the bums that he plays with. Fine, bro. You want to play with bums? Then you're going to play like a bum. You understand what I mean, right? And at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. Do your thing. Stay at that club, right? Show your lack of ambition. That is up to you, man. It is what it is. I don't care. Like I mentioned, for me, as a Barcelona fan, as a football fan, as for everything, I will tell you this right now, guys. I am the biggest hater to this brother now from now on. I will watch Bilbao's games in the Champions League. I will watch all of your games in the league. Every time this brother performs a stinker, you can be rest assured I will be there. I will be there to hate. Do you guys understand what I mean? Right? It is what it is. Congratulations, Athletic Bilbao. You done an amazing job. Truly amazing job, bro. What an amazing... No, this, genuinely, right, I promise you guys, if I wasn't a Barca fan and I witnessed this, I would have called it one of the greatest chess moves probably in history. This is the greatest chess move. This brother hit the most. He hit the ultimate checkmate on Barcelona. This is a checkmate that nobody saw coming. We sat there thinking, yo, I'm about to win this game. This brother came in and just literally, bro, hit the fastest checkmate. I couldn't even recover, bro. I couldn't even recover. And it is what it is. I deserve this, man. I deserve this. People can say, bro, chill. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. This is Omar BYT. In my channel, I say what I say what I'm going to say. If you don't like it, please, guys, don't let the door hit you on the way out. At the end of the day, the fact of the matter is this. Some people can say, we saw this coming. We didn't see this coming. We saw this coming. Listen, guys. 99.99% of football fans. Think about this. The fact that there are, when this news came out, you had people who weren't even La Liga fans even reacting to this should have told you everything that you needed to know about this deal. The fact that there were Premier League fans, PSG fans, Arsenal fans, United fans, everybody reacting to this tells you that everybody in the world expected us to sign Nico Williams. It is what it is. We got exactly what we deserve. What can I say? What can I say? This is it. Like this brother, right? This brother did the same shit to me last season, right? He sat there, right? This brother sat there, right? When we were desperate to sign him, right? Sitting there, keeping his mouth shut like a fucking asswipe, right? Doesn't say a single word, right? Keeps duping us and finessing the club, doing all of this bullshit, right? Only to then say, well, I'm staying because actually, you know what it is? We are going to be hosting the Europa League final and I want to win the Europa League this season. He tried to convince everybody that the reason he stayed is because of the Europa League final. Well, now we know that you're lying out of your teeth. And you know what's funny, right? For me, more than anything else, this shows the lack of ambition of Nico Williams. This shows me the lack of ambition from Nico Williams. This shows that this player has no ambitions to make it to the top. No, straight up. Because here's the thing. People can say, but it's your hometown club. Listen, guys. He flirted with Barcelona. He flirted with other clubs. It's not like this brother was staying at Bilbao and remaining quiet. Right? This brother was flirting with other clubs openly. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you about this guy, bro? It is what it is. Listen, at the end of the day, I am truly disgusted. I am truly disgusted. This is a shameful, shameful moment for me as a Barca fan. I've seen a lot of lows. When I watched Barca. I've seen us get embarrassed in the Champions League. I've seen the 8-2s, the 7-0s. I've seen all of those things, right? Those were those were big lows. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is a low because it's not a long-term low. Don't get it twisted, right? Barca fans, we will recover from this. We will move on. We will look at other options, like the transfer window just opened. You understand what I mean, right? That's all fine and dandy, right? But the important thing is this, right? When it comes to Barcelona, when it comes to us, right, it is what it is. I will move on from this. But right now, we are a laughing stock. We are going to get laughed at. We are going to get trolled. I'm going to get cooked. I'm going to get everything. It doesn't matter, bro. Game is game. I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses like a lot of these pathetic fans would. Because don't get it twisted, right? A lot of people are more than happy to come and cook me and talk about my club. But it's funny that when you mention their clubs, they're all moving like cowards. And not the Madrid fans, because some of these Madrid fans, they know game is game, right? I'm talking about some of these outside fans, right? Who don't even support Spanish, who don't even support Spain, right? Who all of a sudden now come out of their holes and now want to start talking. But it's funny when you talk about their club, you say they start crying like a bunch of bitches. Guess what, bro? I'm not a bitch. I am not. It is what it is, right? No, bro. That's what I'm saying. This is why I thought this was this is why I'm telling you guys, nobody saw this coming. Because think about it, right? The fans were literally destroying his mural, right? The club were basically criticizing him. The president was doing everything in his power to start this move. It genuinely looked like there was no chance of this brother returning back to Bilbao. That's what I want you all to understand. Even non-Barça fans, right, can even attest to this. You guys can attest to this. The way you guys saw Bilbao were moving, how many of you guys thought that he would sign a new contract? Nobody saw that. Because everyone thought that the bridge was burned beyond repair. You understand what I mean? This is why what he did is truly incredible. Because he managed to fool the whole world. Because the whole world thought there was no way he would stay. Absolutely no way in hell he would stay. Right? And then out of nowhere, boom. There, he just signed the deal. He is officially staying at Athletic Bilbao. And you know what? That's fine. Listen, it's a moment. Obviously, I'm not happy. You guys know this. I've been absolutely fuming. I know what, you guys. I'm going to read your super chats. You guys, your chats, your super chats. Big up to all you guys who have sent your super chats, and I'll read all of you guys. Appreciate every single one of you guys who are here. We got like 43 people in here. How many likes am I on? I'm on 25 likes already. Thank you for the likes, guys. Get us to 30 likes soon. Listen, appreciate every single one of you guys who are here. But let's continue. It's a sad state of affairs for me, right? And this is the thing. People can say whatever they want. Oh, Barcelona were moving with so much. Here's the thing, Rabona, right? Rabona, I saw your what you're saying. I was moving with chess. But here's the thing, Rabona. You're forgetting this same thing happened to you guys in 2023. In 2023, was it 21-22 or 21-22 season, right? In the 21-22 season, when Messi had signed in the 21 season at PSG, Mbappe wanted to join Real Madrid. Real Madrid offered a deal, made a transfer offer. They rejected it, all right? And then guess what? All the talk was he was going to leave on a free. Because his contract was running out. There was never any inkling he was going to sign a new deal. In fact, most of the time, he made it seem like he was destined to leave. That was the reason why, at the end of the season, when he signed that new deal until 2024, that new deal that he signed, was it in 20? No, actually, scratch that. I think that was in 22-23. I might be getting it wrong, right? But do you guys remember the season before, 2 seasons before you guys signed him, right? You guys had an opportunity to sign him. Do you understand what I mean? Right? He basically made it adamantly clear. He was making it seem like this brother was going to sign on the dotted line in 2022, right? He made it seem like you guys had just won the Champions League. Everything was going well for you guys. And then literally on the last minute, he signs a 2-year deal. You guys remember this? I remember this because guess what? You had Madrid TV. What's his name? What's the name of the guy who's there? Basically sitting there saying, I was fooled, I was duped, I was this, I was that. Because nobody saw it coming. Everybody thought he was going to join Real Madrid that season. Yes, he eventually joined Real Madrid. And Madrid fans can say, but he's world class, this and this. Guys, the fact of the matter is, before he signed, he fooled every Madrid fan because he made you all believe that he was going to sign around the time he did. And yeah, he eventually signed in the future. But the fact of the matter is this, guys. I want you all to really understand. When I was talking to Madrid fans, in that time, many of them genuinely believed, 99.99% of Madrid fans that I spoke to around that time when he stayed, right? He at that time wanted, a lot of fans genuinely expected him to stay. To go to Real Madrid. And the Madrid fan I spoke to were like, yeah, he's going to join. Last season he asked to leave because remember, he requested to leave. That was what is important, guys. He requested to leave the season before his contract ran out, and the club rejected it. Do you understand what I mean, right? Look, I'm not going to sit here and divert this to Real Madrid. I'm just trying to use an analogy for you guys to really understand how I'm feeling right now. You understand what I mean, right? A lot of Madrid fans were very much, they genuinely believed it was going to happen, and it didn't happen around that time. You understand what I mean, right? Eventually he signed. But the fact that he tried to, that he convinced most of you, there was a lot of Madrid fans who weren't happy with him. Even when he signed, a lot of Madrid fans were happy. Yes, they were happy to see him, but a lot of people didn't forget what he did before. You understand what I mean? So, look, at the end of the day, I'm not saying the situations are similar. I'm just saying it's the closest thing. It's the closest thing. As Barça fans, all of us Barça fans genuinely thought, every Barça fan thought this was going to happen. He was going to stay. He was going to join us, right? His agent did everything he did. And you know what, guys? In the end, his agent finessed us all. So what can I say? What can I say? There's nothing more to say. At the end of the day, we were fooled and we deserve the cooking that we're getting. Yeah, let me read some of your chats, guys. I'm gonna start reading your chats because you guys have been absolutely waffling in the chat. All right, let's get started, man. Big up to Michael TV. Big up to Yun says, Nico wasn't shit anyway. Only backed him because I knew Flip would turn him into a half-decent player. We have to move on and sign wisely. Yeah, man, listen, we have to. It is what it is. You mans were telling me, yeah, me, don't worry, Marca, another solid source. The job will be done. Nah, but Nico Williams backdoor, you guys. Come on, Paris, can I ask you this, brother? Yeah, you were saying that Marco were being reliable and all this, but bro, Marco didn't say that he was going to sign a new deal. Marco said that the deal between Barcelona and Nico Williams was complicated because of his agent. That's what they said. They didn't tell us that he was going to sign a new deal. There was never any inkling that he was going to go and sign a new deal with the club. So, yeah, at the end of the day, Marco didn't get it right. Him and his agent finessed us. Oh, yeah, they definitely did, man. Yet again. Facts. Twice. Man used Bayern Munich and Barcelona for a contract extension. Talk about it. Nico Williams has signed his death warrant at Bilbao. Fuck him. Barcelona will sign someone else. Bro, let me tell you something, guys, right? He's got his win today. But long term, we are going to be the ones having the last laugh. Because the fact of the matter is this, guys. Last season, we tried to sign him. Right? He finessed us and last minute decided to stay. We still went on to win the league and a domestic treble while he went trophyless. Okay? He thought he was going to win the Europa League last season. Guess what, guys? Mission failed. He failed. That's what happened. Right? He failed. And at the end of the day, he's decided to stay again. No problem, bro. Stick around. And you get Champions League. Listen, congratulations. You'll be playing Champions League football next season, so you'll be fine. Nico Williams also retired, winning league titles also. Facts. What can we go and sign instead? I don't want Rashford. Listen, at this point, apparently from what I'm hearing is that apparently Barcelona now are looking at Diaz as the primary target, followed by Rashford and Lookman. Right? Now, here's the important thing that people need to understand. Because Barcelona last season, we played Rafinha in the left, and he played so well, despite the fact that many of Barca fans like me are disappointed about this whole Nico Williams thing. It's easy for me to digest knowing that at least I have a left winger who was reliable last season, who I can rely on next season. You understand what I mean? This season. Right? And because of that, going to sign another player, as much as I think that we need to go and sign another winger, of course, it's not this incredibly daunting task like, oh, well, last season, left wing was our Achilles heel, because it wasn't our Achilles heel. It's just a position that we need more players in, right? So, for me, the way I see it is, I think that Barca should be smart, right? I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to go back and talk to Liverpool for Luis Diaz? Is that even possible? Listen, at the end of the day, despite all of the news that we've been hearing about Nico Williams, Luis Diaz's camp have still been talking to Barca. Even despite all of these things that's been happening. He's been telling Barcelona that they are still here and they're still interested and they still want the move. Now, unfortunately, here's the issue. We all seen what happened yesterday Unfortunately, we lost Diogo Jota, which means now that unfortunately because of his passing, Liverpool now are kind of short in their attack. Do you understand what I mean, right? So Liverpool are going to be less receptive to selling him now that they've kind of lost one of their players. So that makes me think that this is going to be it's going to be very complicated. But keep your eye on this move. I will be keeping you guys updated to let you guys know what happens next. At this point, we need to sell Castledo and buy Lookman Dumfries and then buy Rashford. I will hate watch Bilbao and Inter next season. Malik Fofana from a relegated Lyon. Yeah, I've been hearing about this guy. Big up to Machine Gun Barça, man. He says, brother, it is what it is. The situation makes no sense. He came to us, wanted us, decided to stay at LT Bilbao. Don't worry, guys. We all wanted Nico at the club. But yeah, listen. This is what I mean. This is why I said, ladies and gentlemen, what makes this worse? This brother used our club. He genuinely used our club, bro. Like, seriously, what can we say? What is there to be said? You understand what I mean, right? He used us. He used us, man. These hoes ain't loyal. Yeah, big up Rabona. Nico Williams made his bed. Now he has to lie with me. He don't cry when he wins nothing. Yeah, listen, let me tell you something. When Yamal is winning trophies next season and winning Ballon d'Ors and performing well and winning trophies, potentially Champions Leagues and all of that, guess what? Nico Williams can hold that. Let me tell you something. Every time we win a trophy from now on, I am going to be just sitting there trolling this guy. I don't care. Nah, fuck Nico. He's a small fish in a small pond. It's deemed in their DNA. Playing for Bilbao is a massive accomplishment, especially for the locals. Plus, you know that La Liga, watching La Liga for a decade, you know what Bilbao's policy is. Look, I don't care. I don't give a fuck what their policy is. This brother wanted to leave. This brother was... Well, okay, so let me ask you this question, right? Look at give me a second, guys. There you go. Look, let me explain something to you guys, right? Look at Nico Williams' brother, Inaki, right? Inaki has been at Athletic Bilbao his whole career. This brother, yes, has had moments when he could have left the club. Because Inaki Williams is a very, very good player, right? There have been times when there have been links to other clubs. I remember a few years ago, Liverpool were kind of looking at maybe bringing him in. But the thing is, Inaki Williams never tried to force a move. He never tried to push his agent to go to other clubs, talk to other clubs to get a new deal and all this. He was always calm, receptive, and always stayed at the club. Nico Williams is not the same. Nico Williams has openly gone to other clubs and actually tried to force a move. There's a difference. He was never our player. I was like 50-50 with him. Listen, man, there's a lot of people that are gonna be very cope. They're gonna try to cope and do all of this stuff. Listen, it is what it is. If Nico Williams ever wears the Barça shirt in my lifetime, I won't be watching. I don't have time to watch. I won't be watching. I don't have time for that bastard. Guys, he's never joining Barça. He's never joining Barça. What? Let me tell you something. I can tell you one thing. Nico Williams is definitely burned his bridges with Barça, because this is the thing. This is the second time. He did it to us last season, and listen, you guys remember, because of the way he handled things last season, a lot of people in the club didn't really consider him a first option. Now that he's done this, it's over. It's over, bro. He will never put on a Barca shirt, bro. It is over. There is no coming back. None. That's fine with him, I guess. He chose his hometown club over Gloria. I can't be mad at it at all. Hey, listen, man. He can do whatever he wants. Here's the thing, bro. I don't have a problem with one-team players. In fact, I respect players who choose to play for their hometown clubs, who choose to play for their home-based club. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I have a level of respect for those people. The problem with Nico Williams is this brother tried to walk out. He tried to walk out. This brother is a money-grabbing piece of shit. That's what he is. Okay? This whole thing, if this whole thing has taught any of you anything, it's the fact that this brother is a money-grabbing whore. That's what he is. Okay? Everything he did was all to get the perfect bag, to get the most money, right? He used my club as a bargaining chip to get the perfect deal for himself. There's a difference. Do you understand what I mean, right? Inaki Williams is a one-club man. That guy is the definition of a one-club man that I respect. Because that guy could have left any time, but you know what? He never tried to force a move. He never tried to flirt with other clubs. He never tried to do any of those things. He was always at the club, quietly doing his thing at the club. If Nico Williams wanted to follow his brother's footsteps, he should have just been sitting there and be quiet, right? But he didn't. He didn't. He tried. He was talking to other clubs. So please, guys, don't tell me, but he was just choosing his club, man. He was choosing his own club. Fuck off. Fuck off. Clearly he didn't. Clearly he didn't. Why do you think the Bilbao fans were literally burning his mural twice? Why? Why do you think the Bilbao fans did that? Because he openly tried to disrespect their club. He openly was talking to other clubs, bro. This is the only good for us. Nico Williams was crap. He's so limited. I watched him against Atletico last year. I would agree. We dodged the bullet. Listen, let me tell you something, guys. If he doesn't do well next season and we're going to do well, hey, it is what it is. Listen, I remember Barça fans, even Barça fans on my stream telling me the same thing. Look, I was one of the first people that even said this on the stream. I said, listen, yes, he's not really shown his best at Athletic Bilbao. But then again, Athletic Bilbao is not exactly like a place where, you know, like what I've seen from him at Spain is different from what I've seen from him in Athletic Club. And maybe it's because he needs to be around better players. That's it. Jesus, what is going on? Well, give me a second, guys. I need to read all of this because you guys have been absolutely. Man says I'm about to crash out. Yeah, man, it is what it is. He played with Baby Goat. He did Yamal dirty. This is probably. It wouldn't surprise me if him and Yamal fall out after this. Not your board finding out the same thing as time as us. Bro, they did. Wallahi, they did. Every single news outlet that I've heard from Barcelona, right, from the most reliable sources have all said the same thing. Nobody in the club saw this. We all saw it at the same time as everybody else. When Fabrizio Romano made the tweet, Barcelona found out at the same time we all did. Nah, hell no, no respect. I'm cooking this guy. Yeah, man, listen, cook. He literally made Bilbao beg like hoes. Then they started crying. Do you guys remember when Bilbao's president reported us for the whole one-to-one rule? Do you guys remember that? This is what I'm trying to. This is why, guys. This is why I keep having to say this, guys. I think that it makes all the sense when you think about it. Nico Williams clearly wanted a bigger deal than the deal that Athletic Bilbao offered him. So he used Barcelona and showed Athletic Bilbao that, listen, if you guys don't give me what I want, I will sign this deal. You've already seen Barcelona. But think about this for 1 second, guys. I really want you all to really think about this 1 second. Nico Williams, every single news outlet all said, Barcelona, we're going to trigger the buyout clause within the first week of the season. Listen to that point. Every single news outlet said that Barcelona were going to trigger the buyout clause in the first week. So Bilbao, the club, knew that Barcelona anytime could trigger the buyout clause, which meant that they had a limited amount of time to make a decision. Were they going to sit back and just let Barca trigger the buyout clause and him leave? Or were they going to buckle under the pressure of him and his agent and sign the deal? This is why, guys, when I tell you all, he was never going to join us, he was duping us this whole time, this is the proof right here. This is the proof right here. This is clearly Nico Williams and his agent and everyone in the news outlets saying, yo, Barcelona could trigger the buyout clause tomorrow, they could trigger it next week, they could trigger it on the 9th. And then Nico Williams and then the club said, oh shit, we actually need to give him the contract now, because if we don't, he's gonna actually leave. So guess what? Last minute, Bilbao called his agent and said, yeah, we accept your offer. We accept your offer. Tell me why. Because think about it. How is it possible, right? They said, yeah, we will accept your offer. Guess what? Instantly, the moment he said that, bro, instantly, 24 hours later, he signed a new deal. You're telling me it's that easy? You're telling me it's that easy? How is it possible this brother just came out of nowhere and just boom, signed the contract out of nowhere? Fucking disgrace. Look up to common sense there. Fair play, Omar. Listen, man, listen. It is what it is. Game is game. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to cry and sit here and say, you guys, I live rent free in your heads. No, man. At the end of the day, game is game. I cook Madrid fans. I cook the Madrid club. I cook Madrid content creators. I do what I do. So when it's time for me to get cooked, it is what it is. I'll take my cooking. He made Bilbao president look like a crybaby and finessed us. I'm a Barca fan. I can't cook you, Unc. Don't worry, bro. But don't worry, man. You're surrounded by Madrid fans, though. You're surrounded by Madrid fans. Most of these guys here are Madrid fans. But appreciate you for being here, man. Smash the likes, guys. How many likes are we on right now? 31 likes, guys. We already hit 30 likes. Appreciate every single one of you. It says, we have been had, hoodwinked, run amok, bamboozled, led astray. Facts. Facts, man. We definitely have been. We definitely have been. And you know what? We have nobody to blame. Bro, we are clowns. We're clowns. We deserve every single, trust me, guys. I'm not going to sit here and say, the criticism declining on Barcelona is now warranted. Guys, today, ladies and gentlemen, is our day to get clowned. It's simple. Just take the L, right? Take it with grace, and let's move on. It is what it is, guys. That's why I made this stream. I could have easily just ignored it and just tried to wait until it died out. I'm not that kind of guy. If I'm going to sit here and cook anybody, guess what? I'll be here to take my cooking when it's time for me to get cooked. It wasn't about the registration. If it was, he would have signed a 1 or 2 year, but he signed a 10-year deal, a whole death row contract. Thank you, Rabona. Thank you, Rabona. What have I been saying? When people are saying, oh, Omar, guys, he signed a 10-year contract. It's very evident that this deal was already in place since before he even spoke to the club. I'm sure Athletic Bilbao offered him this deal around the end of the season, and he wanted more money. Because maybe the club offered him and said, listen, we'll make you the highest paid player at the club, right? But he said, you know what, no, that's not enough. I want to get the same amount of money as guys like Vinny. I want to get the same amount of money as this guy, because I am the golden boy in this league, in this team. I am the golden boy of this team. I want to get the biggest deal this club has ever given to anyone. And then Bilbao will probably be like, what? Nah, we're not doing that. Why should we do that? You understand what I mean? You know what? It wouldn't shock me really, guys. Because we know Athletic Bilbao already offered him a deal that would have made him the highest paid player at the club. I think Nico Williams wanted, because remember, Inaki Williams signed a similar deal a few years ago. You understand what I mean, right? A long-term deal with Athletic Bilbao. You understand what I mean, right? He done this in the past. Do you understand what I mean? And because of all of that, when you think about it, he probably told the club, I want a 10-year deal just like my brother. I want to become the highest paid player in the club's history for the next 10 years. And probably the club were like, no. They probably offered him like maybe like a 5-year deal, and he wanted a longer deal. Because he wanted to get paid. He wanted to get paid. And basically the club was like, no, we're not doing that. So guess what? He said, okay, word, no problem. And then guess what? When his agent went to Barcelona, and then Barcelona made him their primary target, all of a sudden Bilbao realized, oh shit, he could actually leave. He could actually leave us. He could actually walk out of the club. We actually need to sign. We actually need to do something. We need to do something. So what did they do? What did they do, guys? They went to La Liga. They went to La Liga and reported us on the 101 rule, thinking that that was going to delay the move. And then guess what? When La Liga came out and Gerard Moreno came out and said, even if their complaints are warranted, it doesn't matter because Barca can still technically trigger the buyout clause. So when this came out, and then Gerard Moreno came out and said, Barcelona will trigger the buyout clause by July 9th, Athletic Bilbao realized they had a certain amount of time. They knew they had a certain amount of time. So they were sitting there gathering the options. What should we do? Should we give him a new contract? Should we not give him a new contract? And then every single day, Gerard Moreno would continue to always make streams saying he's going to sign tomorrow, in 2 days, in 3 days, by July 9th. So guess what? Every single day, today is on the 4th. Today is 4th of July. 5 more days before the deadline that Gerard Moreno said, guess what? Athletic Bilbao made the choice and said, you know what? We buckle. 10-year deal, highest paid player in Athletic Bilbao history, no problem. We agree to your terms. Instantly, this brother leaves his vacation, goes straight to Bilbao, signs the new deal, and then here we are today. Come on. This is what I mean when I tell you guys this, man. He was never going to join us. And Omar, you did warn us that we shouldn't do what we did last season again, spending weeks going on about him. Look, man, I genuinely thought that we were going to trigger the buyout clause, guys. I genuinely thought. I said, you know what, right? We're going to trigger the buyout clause, sign him early. But now he's done this shit. Here we are. Here we are. We are back to square one. Right? Now, we actually have to gather our options, get back up, and try to go and look for another player to replace him. Fucking disgrace, man. Malik Fofana is a good player. What Barca should go for this kind of play? You know what's funny, right? As much as I rate the player, Barcelona are very limited right now. This is a disgrace. 100% it is. My sources are never weak. Let Nico Williams of all players embarrass you. Let Nico Williams of all players embarrass you too. Unbelievable. Nico Williams is getting slammed for this. He used us for a pay rise. He really did, man. Van Lee made 7 goals. Is a team issue. And we call Deco crazy for wanting him. Nico Williams staying for the next 10 years means he will be trophyless for 10 years. Bro, don't worry, Santiago. I will be there. Every single season that this brother doesn't win a trophy, I will always clown him. I don't care. You don't treat my club the way you did and not expect anything in return. If people, bro, you don't understand. I don't usually have this kind of hate for players that don't play for my rivals, but this is a special exception. Nico Williams, every single time this brother performs a stinker, I will be there. Every time he goes trophyless, I'll be there. When he gets knocked out of a tournament, I will be there. Bro, I will. And whenever we win, oh, I will always be there to clown this fraud. I don't care, bro. People can say I'm a hater. Bro, you treated my club like garbage, bro. You deserve any single cooking you get from me. Wait, Laporta was getting iffy. Yeah, bro. Apparently, he was one of the people that was like, yeah, we should sign Nico Williams. But then when his agent started doing what he was doing the past few weeks, where he was like, give us guarantees that if he signs the deal, if he triggers the buyout clause and you don't register him, he can walk out. That's when he started to realize there's something not right about this deal. That's why it took longer, because people said that he was going to trigger the buyout clause on the first day, and he did. Twice you let it happen. Twice. Facts, man. Laporta found out the same times as us, bro. That's what I'm saying. Bilbao and Barcelona officially arrived. Oh, yeah, the Nico Williams derby next season. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nico Williams derby. November 23rd. Mark your calendars, guys. November 23rd. Huh. That first game is going to be at the... Guys, the first Athletic Bilbao Barça game will be at the Camp Nou. I want you all to really deep just what is going to happen on that day. Guys, when Nico Williams gets that ball on his feet, the fans, the hundreds of thousands of people in that crowd, when he gets the ball, whoo! Well, I've seen people saying, yo, this brother is going to get the Luis Figo treatment. Oh! Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. Nico Williams, you are fucked. Every single time you get the ball, oh, bro, the stadium, whoo! You will never have a good time playing against us. Nico Williams played himself because he will get 0 trophy. Bro, that's what I mean. This brother, right? Sometimes, you know what's the funny thing, right? Sometimes footballers choose to stay at their hometown clubs. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not against any of that. However, when you use my club as a bargaining chip, yeah, we have a problem. We have a problem. So yeah, man, he can go fuck himself, you piece of shit. You can fuck right off. Anyways, I don't care. People can say I'm crashing out. Well, guess what? No fucking shit. If any of your clubs were finished the way we were finished, let me tell you what you guys. Tell me what you guys would have said. Come on, Omar. They're not getting relegated, Omar. Listen, man. Listen. Football is a funny sport. Hamburg got relegated. We haven't seen them since. They're going to be back next season in the Bundesliga, but they were one of the only teams that never got relegated. They got relegated eventually. Yeah, man. This was Nico Williams' last chance to win some trophies. Santiago, you know what the problem is, Santiago? You're a Madrid fan. So we, as Barca and Madrid fans, we know trophies are everything because we win so much. A guy like Nico Williams plays for Bilbao. Bilbao are not used to trophies, bro. They're used to top 4 and Copa del Rey. And listen, man, that's his level. He had a chance to elevate, but hey, he chose to stay. That's his problem. I guess Nico Williams learned from the Mbappe and the PSG saga. We'll see what happens, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yo, big up to D-Money. Yo, D-Money, listen. I don't know if you're still here, bro, but I saw your message 2 days ago when I did the Blaugrana Buzz when you said that the Discord wasn't working. Yeah, I fixed the Discord, guys. I fixed the Discord. The link that I put now is working. So for those of you guys, right, join. My Discord is a brand new Discord. You understand what I mean, right? Make sure you guys sign into my Discord. Listen, at the end of the day, if any news comes out, I'm gonna be putting it there. If you guys want to talk to me or ask me any questions when you guys see anything that you guys want to put in the chat. And also importantly, guys, if you guys have any suggestions of any single thing, videos or streams you guys want me to do, guys, join the Discord and make sure you guys join. And we can talk in there, guys, because I'm always talking to you guys in the Discord, because you guys see I always enjoy talking to the chat. That's why I want to talk. That's why I want to reply to every chat, man. But big up to every single one of you guys, man. He never was good anyways. I tried to warn y'all. I mean, listen, man, he clearly wasn't. We thought we could improve him, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Nah, you're crashing out over speeds rejecting you. Come on, man. Santiago, it's not about the quality of the player. It's the way the player duped us. Brother, we're fucking Barcelona. We're Barcelona, bro. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I don't care what the level of the player is. People, you know what the problem with people is? I've seen it even in this chat. People are saying, but Omar, the Mbappe thing, Mbappe is a world-class player. It doesn't matter if he's world-class, bro. You are Real Madrid. You understand what I mean? I don't care if you're world-class, mid-class, low-class. I don't care, bro. You are not bigger than any club. When Mbappe did that and Madrid fans were angry, I had no problems with it. I clowned Madrid fans, yes, because they all believed it was going to happen around that time. But you know what? I understood why they were angry, because at the end of the day, bro, you don't treat us like that, bro. You're Real Madrid. And I'm the same thing. I don't care if he's mid or not, bro. You don't treat my club like this. You understand what I mean, right? We're a big club. How dare you treat, like, even, I don't care. Even if you play for like a, I don't know, an Atleti or Valencia or Bilbao or any of these clubs, bro, if you treat them the same way, even I don't think that those clubs deserve those shit, bro. No player is bigger than a club, bro, respectfully. Look up Cristiano, man, says, even Bilbao are shocked that he agreed to renew. This must have been last minute change of mind. He had no intentions of joining Barcelona. Yamal, his closest friend, would have known. He isn't making any IG, he hasn't made those IG stories. Guys, I want you to understand, no one saw this coming. Even Bilbao fans, I'm sure when they woke up this morning and they saw, oh what, he's signing new contract. What the fuck? No one saw it coming. Nobody saw this coming. No one. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yo, how can you detect what he's up to? No one saw it. Even Bilbao. They found out just like everyone else. Bro, the fans didn't see this coming. I think that the club, listen, like I'm telling you guys, the club doesn't tell you anything. You understand what I mean, right? You understand, guys? All these clubs, right? All these clubs, Barcelona, Real Madrid, guys, we don't know what happens upstairs. Nobody knows. That's why sometimes when clubs do things like, oh, they just sign a player or they bring in a player or something happens, nobody sees it coming. Because nobody prepares. You understand what I mean, right? Nobody is prepared for it. And that's the same thing with this. The fans may have been shocked, but I'm sure that the club themselves knew what Nico Williams was doing. And at first they were not buckling until last minute they decided to give him what he wanted. Bro, Madrid fans are laughing at this shit. Hey, listen, man, they can laugh. It's our moment to get laughed at. It is what it is. This was the biggest finesse I've ever seen in a minute. Facts. Yeah, the amount of backtracking is embarrassing. I've never rated Nico Williams, but see, Barca fans are now doing a 180 is hilarious to me. Listen, there are some Barca fans that didn't rate Nico Williams, right? There were some who didn't rate him at all, right? And for those people, it's fine, bro. They can say, yeah, well, I didn't rate the prick anyway. I know the people who were talking about Nico Williams. I know the people who were saying all of the most positive things about Nico Williams who have now started backtracking. I'm not letting those people. Don't backtrack. Don't backtrack. You guys don't see me backtracking here. Everything I've said, you guys know the thing I said. I've sat here and said, listen, I think if he comes to Barca, we will improve him because he wasn't playing so well at Atleti Bilbao. I never called him world class. That's one thing. And I promise you, any of you guys here, you guys know me, guys. I don't lie. Tell me if I'm telling lies. I never once said Nico Williams is world class, he's top class, he's the same level as players like Vinicius. I never said that. I said that at Barcelona, he could become that because he's young, he still has a lot of potential to show. Maybe at Barcelona on the flick, he might go to another level. But guess what, guys? I guess we'll never know because he's decided to stay at this club. It is what it is. Now, we're not letting no backtrackers, bro. At the end of the day, own up to it. It was 10 million, apparently. There we go. Bro. Says Nico talking like Neymar and Messi. You ain't even Pedro, my guy. Facts. It's his boyhood club. Alright, bro. Listen, I'm going to start reading your super chats, man. Let me, I've seen some... Sorry, guys. Big up. Hold on. What is going on? Why is my chat thing always buffering? Ladies and gentlemen, big up to my guy, Andrew HP. Brother, how are you doing? Appreciate you so much for the super chat. Big up to my guy as well. What's his name? I got a super chat again. Who else super chatted as well? I saw someone else super chatted earlier, but yeah, man, listen, big up to every single one of you guys who super chatted. My guy said he definitely used Lamine Yamal as well, man. This is going to hit the Spanish national team. And our rivals list now Real Madrid, and first, it's now Real Madrid first, then Nico second. I'm telling you guys, watch this space, guys, because I think this is going to probably be the end of their relationship, Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal, because here's the thing. It's the way it's the way Nico. Because here's the thing. I'm sure even Lamine Yamal, right? Lamine Yamal probably thought that this guy was gonna sign. I'm sure he thought as well. I'm sure he saw it coming as well. Omar, even I was scared about this transfer, my brother. Yeah. Hey, listen, man, we got what we deserved, and what we deserve is to get hate. It's that simple. It's not that we lost Nico, it's that we got played. That's what people don't seem to realize. I'm not angry that we got rejected. Don't get it twisted, man. Football is like this. Barcelona have been rejected before. You feel me? Players have rejected Barca in the past. I don't know why people are shocked. Oh, Barcelona got rejected. Guys, we have gotten rejected in the past. It's normal. You understand what I mean, right? Clubs getting rejected is normal. Clubs have been getting rejected. Madrid have been rejected. Barca have been rejected. United, Chelsea, every club has been rejected, guys. That's not the problem. Rejection is not what hurts me. What hurts me is the fact that this brother was clearly never interested in the move. He just wanted to get the bag and used my club as his tool to get the bag that he needed, he wanted. That's why mad Barca fans are crashing out. That's why we're crashing out. We're not crashing out because we got rejected. We're crashing out because we got used. Because we were conned. Because we were bamboozled, hoodwinked. That's what happened. Everyone will forget this dude by Saturday. Listen, man, we're going to have our moment today to cook these frauds. But I promise you guys, we will move on. The next Blaugrana Buzz, listen, I will tell you this right now, guys. The last few Blaugrana Buzz I've done on my stream recently, right? I've done a lot of, like the last few Blaugrana Buzz you guys have seen, I've been talking about Barcelona all the time. About Nico Williams. You understand what I mean, right? But it is what it is. Yo, big up to my guy, Hamas TV. Yo, big up to my guy every single time, man. Appreciate you for being here, man. Appreciate you every single time, man. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Hamas TV, guys. Make sure you guys go subscribe to them. Very, very good people over there. But big ups to you every single time. Listen, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm angry. I'm pissed off. I'm hurt. Big up to my brother Kashpa as well. Big up to you. Yeah. I'm truly hurt, man. I'm not gonna lie. This thing, bro. You know what's funny, yeah? Like I mentioned, yeah, like I said, big up to Hamas TV. Make sure you guys smash the likes. So make sure you guys subscribe to Hamas TV. He is a West Ham fan, guys, as you guys see. One of my favorite West Ham channels, guys. So if you guys want to see Premier League talk and West Ham talk, guys, make sure you guys go subscribe to my guy over there in Hamas TV, Hamas Football TV. Big up to my guys. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Big up to my brother Andreas. He says, hey Omar, I don't think this is all on the club. It's also the media outlets. I mean, that is 100% true, guys. Here's the thing. Listen, media people, they make things bigger, more worse than they look, right? They will be sitting there shouting, screaming, talking about all of these stuff. It is what it is, man. Football is like this, man. And look, I am hurt, right? But yeah, you're right. At the end of the day, Andres, you're not wrong. The media have blood in their hands, especially like guys like Gerard Moreno, right? People like Gerard Moreno, man, because you guys were sitting there doing all these tweets, right? Gassing up all of the fans. Like, at the end of the day, you put this on us. But hey, listen, we also as fans, here's the thing, guys, right? At the end of the day, the reason why, as a Barca fan, I'm hurt is because, let's be honest here, guys. No, all of us, every Barca fan saw this move coming. Like, you can't blame Barca fans for believing that we were going to sign Nico Williams. You can't blame us. You can't blame us for being gassed we were going to sign Nico Williams. Because it looked like it was a done deal. It's truly sad and embarrassing, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you so much. Like I mentioned, man, bless up to my guy every time. He said Nico Williams signs a 10-year contract, then says the place is always his home. What a joker. honestly, as much as you know what, I know I've been waffling a lot, but dude, sometimes it's just, you run out of words, man. You really do. You really do when you think about it. Even Rafinha talked nice about Nico in his last interview. He made our captain look bad. Disgusting. Disgusting. Listen, it is what it is. He can go and join and stay at Bilbao. We will be fine. Let me tell you something, bro. Nico Williams. Yes, you've duped my club. Yes, you've made my club look like a laughing stock. Congratulations. Bravo. You really, really, really conned us all, man. Amazing, amazing play from you. But let me tell you something, brother. You've conned yourself as well. Because you've done two things. Number one, you've shown everyone your lack of ambition. Number two, you basically made yourself untrustworthy in the transfer window from now on. So if you eventually get sick and tired of going trophyless and watching players like Yamal win trophies left, right, and center, and now you want to make a move outside because you're never going to join Barca, that's over. Your dream to Barcelona is done, is dead, done, dada, over, finished, right? Even if you decide to go to the Premier League, guys, football clubs in the Premier League are going to remember what you did to Barca and say, hey, how do we know this guy's not trying to use this again? Remember, he used Barcelona twice. How are we certain that he's not using us too? You've ruined your chances. And listen, it is what it is. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna be only angry today. I'll move on tomorrow. Because guess what, guys? Football moves on. I am cool, bro. I am relaxed. I'll be relaxed, guys. The moment I make this stream, and yes, I've been crashing out, and yes, I'm gonna get angry. Today is not a good day for me, right? I'm not gonna lie, right? Today has been a crazy day when you think about like all the news we've heard. Because even though I'm talking about Nico, I will be talking about the other news because, bro, we still have more issues. You understand what I mean, right? I know, don't worry about it, Santiago. Appreciate you for being here. But, yeah, listen, it's fine, bro. Listen, I'll be fine. Trust me. You've seen Will sometimes crash out the whole of last season when Real Madrid weren't doing well. But guess what, bro? We crash out, we move on. We move on. It is what it is. Look, like I mentioned, he's done what he's done. And like I mentioned, today's been a very strange day. In fact, I'm not going to lie to you all, man. The last 48 hours has been... I mean, for me as a Barça fan, with everything that's happened to Barça and what's been happening in world football, with, you know, everything, guys, it's been a very, 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 very crazy, sad time. Like you guys have seen what's come out with the Thomas Partey thing, right? Which is funny because yesterday I was literally talking about Barcelona potential. Guys, I'm telling you, man, it's like everything that comes out, that's been coming out of my mouth the last 24 hours has just been biting me in the ass, bro. Crazy, isn't it? Because I literally was talking about this brother yesterday, and look at what comes out today. And then to make it worse, Barcelona are actually in more trouble because, hey, UEFA now have decided to put us in trouble as well. I can't catch a break as a Barca fan right now. I really can't. We really cannot, bro. It's crazy. Thiago Amanda, come home. Rafael Leao, come home. Marcus Rashford, come home. Luis Diaz, you are not welcome. Listen, it's funny because people don't want to see Luis Diaz. To tell you the truth, out of those three players, I like Thiago Almanda, but I don't know, man. I think that it's most likely that if one of those three comes, it's going to be Luis Diaz, right? But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Not even R7 embarrassed us like this. Not even Muller, bro. Not even Muller. Facts. Nico Williams dunking Laporta once again. Yeah, there was the Partey news. You know what, guys? I will be giving my thoughts on that around the end of the stream. But right now, it is what it is. That UEFA FFP thing has dropped on us on a convenient and weird. Facts, bro. Hey, listen, man. It is a long day, man. Not a hat trick of bad news. No, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's a sad. It's two deaths, Jota and Nico's career. One life sentence. I mean, listen. You say two deaths, Jota and Nico's career. one life sentence for Thomas Partey, and yeah, crazy couple of days. Guys, I'm praying to God that tomorrow is a much better day, man. Because I'm not gonna lie to any of you guys, bro. This past 48 hours has really, really, really been... It's really been tough, man. Like yesterday we heard the news. I was very devastated, and then I thought, listen, man, I've heard the worst news, and I did. Don't get it twisted. The news yesterday was way, way worse, right, than anything that's happening today. But really, man, for Barca fans, it's really been crazy. Like it's like I'm actually scared to wake up in the morning tomorrow because I'm scared to look at my phone tomorrow morning because I'm just like, brother, I don't know what else is gonna come out. Just when I think, it's all over, something always comes out. I won't lie, I can't watch Jota's compilations. The day was signed on the vlog himself. What a wholesome moment. That was the RIP to Diogo. Yeah, man. What makes things great is as if someone like Dani Rodriguez won't take over next season. Dani plays in his position in the World Cup. Guys, that's the funny thing, isn't it? Football is a very, very funny sport, isn't it, guys? Says, what's that sound, Omar? It must be my fan. It must be my fan. Guys, it's hard here in A-Town. I can't do these streams, guys, without a fan, guys. I'm gonna start sweating like bricks in this stream. And you guys don't want that. But yeah. This guy, we reject his what are you trying to say? We reject his actions, but he's not needed at Barca because we were good without him. That's true. Anyone can sit here and say whatever they want. The fact is, guys, we were better without him last season, and we will still be good without him next season. It's just hurts him the way he treated us. It is what it is. But he says he's not in a Barcelona because we did well without him. But his addition to the team. But since he didn't, we have no problem. We will look at other wingers. Facts. It's that simple, man. Yeah, exactly, man. This week has been what? Bro, I'm telling you, man, I hope tomorrow is just a normal day in football. I just pray to God, just a normal day. That's all I ask, man. Like, can we just get a normal day? Can I just have a normal day for the next... the last 48 hours has been crazy, man. Please, don't drop any more bombshells unless they're good bombshells, because I need some good news right now. I just need some good news coming out of the club. Please, just any good news. Right? Just give me some good news in football. That's all I need, man. That's all I need. 10 million net for 10 years. 200 million in full for a guy who's got 15 GA last season. LMAO. Bilbao think they've won the war by keeping this guy. Listen. Yeah, man, you duped us, man. Congratulations. And listen, they're gonna laugh about this today. They can laugh about it to the bank. It was purpose for 60 million for then Laporta bringing back for 15. You know what's funny, right? Imagine, guys, right? Because I see a lot of people saying things like, oh, Omar, you guys are going to go sign Rashford this, Rashford that. Guys, how funny would it be, right? If Barca do decide next season to go and get Rashford, and then Rashford comes to La Liga and completely rips their league in half in his first season. I'm telling you all right now, if that happens, nobody's going to want to deal with me. Nobody is going to want to deal with me, because I promise you all, the shameless arc I'm going to be on, you don't want to see me, bro. I promise you all. Yeah, big up to every one of you guys. Let's see. This guy even used his best friend, not just Barca. Facts. Dude, I'm telling you all right now, yeah? Like I mentioned, I think this is going to end their relationship. It wouldn't surprise me that if Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal don't get along after this. It would not shock me at all. It would not shock me at all. June 30th, June 4th, convenient thing. Christ. I think his brother was the one who convinced him. Inaki Williams is a jealous brother. Nah, bro, it's not his. Nah, you know what? I can't even blame his brother, bro. I cannot blame his brother, bro. His brother obviously is gonna do what is best for the club. Okay, it is what it is. I'm not gonna. Nico Williams made the decision to stay. That's his decision, bro. That's his choice. His career is his career, bro. Well, he will cook. He says he will cook if you invest on a snow bunny for him for sure. If this happens, I'm taking so much trash. Rashford will outperform Nico on the flick. Oh, imagine. I feel for Lamine and Kobashi. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, man, listen. At the end of the day, it's that state of affairs. And I am hurt. I'm very angry. But, yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, let's actually move on, guys. Let's actually move on to some other news. So, Barcelona, so basically, guys, just when I thought that the bad news wasn't over, this bombshell was released this morning. Actually, no, it wasn't this morning. It was a few hours after the Nico Williams thing. So, yeah, Barcelona have been fined by UEFA 15 million euros for breaching FFP rules. And basically, apparently, from what I've been able to get from some of these, let me actually pull some of these things up, guys. Give me a second. So this is the agreement that they agreed on, as you guys can see, right? Basically, Barcelona, there was an agreement which Barcelona reached with the UEFA regarding sporting restrictions. It will affect subsequent seasons if Barcelona balance is not positive. Now, I don't understand this, because I could have sworn a few days ago when I was watching, when I was doing a Blaugrana Buzz, that apparently, right, we got a net positive this season. Like that's everything we heard this season. That's everything we heard this season. We had a net positive in the season this season. Why the hell are all of a sudden is all this news coming out? I don't understand this. This makes no sense. Right? Like, bro, I'm not telling you. Sometimes, bro, this whole 101 rule, sometimes just when you think you understand everything, there's always complications. So apparently this is not even anything to do with this season. Apparently they're saying that we broke the rules for the last 2 seasons or some shit. Hey, where is it? Because this is the thing, right? People are obviously the attention is on Barça, but as you guys can see, this is not just Barça that were hit by this. As you guys can see, right? Basically the total fine was actually 60 million, but we were able to agree upon 15 million. Chelsea, I think they broke the rules for 4 years apparently, right? And they had to pay 80, but now they're paying 20. Lyon, who by the way just got relegated, right, because of their finances, they have to pay 12 million. Villa have to pay 5, and Hydro Split have to pay 300,000, right? Look, I'm just gonna say this, right? This is unfortunate when it comes to Barcelona, right? And obviously I am very, very hurt by seeing this. However, it's very, very funny, isn't it? Because basically the fine itself is not even the biggest problem to this. I think the bigger aspect of all of this is the fact that not only are we not fined, but also we have a certain level of restrictions when it comes to signing to registering players. You know how they basically in La Liga they have restrictions. We're gonna have those similar restrictions in the Champions League. So the players are not gonna be registered, right? And yeah, honestly, man, this just caps off the shitty day that I've been having. I mean, listen, a lot of rumors was that Barcelona were gonna pay 60 million, but I can confirm it's not 60 million. We're only paying 15 million, right? And it is a 2-year fine. But listen, we're not banned. There's no transfer ban. There's none of these stuff. You understand what I mean, right? It's all in good. It's all in good faith. We will pay the 15 million, and yeah, we'll move on. And like I mentioned, Barcelona are not the only ones. As you guys can see, many people are gonna make this about Barca, but as you guys can see, there's a lot of people who broke the rules. It's not just Barca. You understand what I mean, right? And apparently, there's always stuff happening at these clubs. But yeah, I mean, listen, when it comes to Chelsea's situation, it is very, very funny because Barcelona's issues, but Chelsea, with the way they were spending money the past few years on the Clay Lake, it doesn't really shock me anymore, right? But yeah, it is what it is. I see a lot of you guys are saying Fabrizio Bomba. I don't know what is going on. Did Fabrizio tweet something? Oh, wow. Let's see it. Oh, this is... Let's see. So apparently these guys are still going with the notion that... So you know what's funny, right? These guys are still trying to go with the notion that, Barcelona, he wanted guarantees. That's why he decided to stay. Fuck off, he wanted guarantees. Don't insult my intelligence by telling me that he wanted guarantees or some kind of bullshit. Nah, fuck all of that, man. Fuck all of that, man. Yeah, exactly. Nico Williams, I'm sorry, what's his name, left, isn't it? So basically, guys, Rashad Rahman basically says this. He says, what's next? Barcelona will go strongly for Luis Diaz again. It's not going to be easy because LFC don't want to sell. Rashford is another option, and Barca, and he's still waiting for Barcelona. Now, as far as Rashford is concerned, Rashford lost his number, by the way, guys, because Cunha apparently is going to be wearing the number 10 next season. So basically, that just means that he has no future at the club of any kind. And look, I've already said, the only way I'm taking Rashford is if we sign another winger. You understand what I mean, right? So I think that right now the club going gung-ho for Luis Diaz is going to be very interesting because, like I mentioned, unfortunately with what happened with Jota, it's going to be very interesting. But also, it depends on what these guys do. What are these guys going to do? What are Liverpool going to do? Because I know Liverpool are still going active in the market, right? They're trying to sign Isaac. So signing Isaac will be good, man. You understand what I mean, right? But if they sign Isaac, maybe they might be open to selling because they've already spent money on Verts, right? Isaac is gonna be very expensive. So yeah, they might need a big sale to kind of balance their books as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Listen. Anyways, let me continue to read this, guys. I mean, listen, at the end of Luis Diaz, you see what I'm saying? Luis Diaz has still been talking, guys. He's saying that his future, my future is still unknown. We're still waiting. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, bro, we know his agent, we know his BS been waiting. And by the way, I guess this is the only good news that's come out this morning, guys, that, Szczesny has officially signed a 2-year deal. So I'm glad that he's going to be our number 2 next season. You understand what I mean, right? And not have to worry about Ter Stegen, even though he's still at the club, right? At least keeping him as a backup, signing him as a backup is good for us. I have nothing against it. What is going on? Anyways. Well, it is what it is, guys. apparently, from what I'm hearing, this is the news that's been coming out today. Apparently, they're saying that Hansi Flick is very disappointed that Barcelona failed to sign Nico Williams. Flick believes that Nico Williams would have been an important signing. People close to Flick believe that the player's agent is the primary responsible for Nico Williams not signing for the club. You know what? You know what? Whether he was part of it or not, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys. It does not matter, right? Because at the end of the day, he's not staying. He's not staying, right? He's decided. I'm sorry. He's not coming. He's decided to leave. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me read some of your chats. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm gonna try to read all your chats. I know I skipped some of your chats. I'm gonna read about it later. He says we'll probably end up with Watkins. I know Paris, you're an Arsenal fan, so big up to my guy Bekele, man. Yeah, brother, how you doing? Says Omar, have you heard Barcelona getting fined by UEFA for working? Yeah, you just saw it, man. I just talked about it. For 15 million until the end of 27. If they don't fix up, they will breach for 60 million euros. Yeah, man. It's a dark time to be a Barca fan. Omar, come get Martinelli from us. No, Martinelli will be going to Bayern, bro. Not his brother. He's naive. He's single-minded and doesn't know what he wants. Facts. Lookman is literally there, bro. I would go in for Lookman. I would definitely go in for Lookman. Not just us. Chelsea have a higher fine. Yeah, bro. There's a lot of clubs that are breaking the rules. It's 1-1. I see. Thoughts on Luis Diaz. Just talked about it. I don't want him. He says this is Tebas written all over the place. I cannot lie. And Perez is enjoying America, smiling. Yeah, Madrid fans are having a great time. Don't worry about it. He's plain as day, man. If a player can't displace one of his lovers, then you're not him. Man City have 115 charges, but it's not in the list. One mistake from our numbers and 60 million. That's fine. Ridiculous. Facts, man. Jonathan David, 5-year deal. Here we go. Free agent. Thank you, brother. Yep. He says he stands up for Barcelona when he knows it benefits him, like the whole schedule. Then the thing with Carlo Ancelotti, and Carlo complaining about a few months back. Click came out and complained. So Rabona, it ain't surprising. Nope. Liverpool can spend 300 million and still fine. No big sale is needed. Fuck's sake. Well, yeah. Well, I guess we really are fucked, aren't we? Yeah, man. It is what it is. Unfortunately. I'm gonna read some of your chats. Facts. That Hector Ford guy has more followers than that club. Hector Ford has more followers than Bilbao. Crazy. It says, dude, I was talking so much trash on the group chat. I'm scared to open it now. I'm definitely getting flamed. Hey, trust me, man, you're not alone. Bro, when I woke up this morning, guess who was the topic of the conversation when I was on group chats? Exactly, man. If Bilbao were expecting Nico to renew, then they wouldn't have been pitching the way they were about their finances in front of La Liga. Bro, it's because at the end of the day, guys, they didn't want to give Nico Williams the contract that he wanted. Do you understand what I mean? The reason they complained is because they were trying to block the move to Barca because they knew he had that hand. He had the Barca hand. You understand what I mean, right? He had that with him, so he could always just go to the club and say, listen, if you guys don't want to sign the deal, guess what? I will just go to Barcelona. So they were trying to block the Barca move so that they can say, well, you can't go to Barca. What are you going to do now? Right? But then when they realized that shit wasn't going to work, they had to buckle under his pressure. This is honestly embarrassing from a sporting standpoint. An institution as huge as Barcelona shouldn't be dragged to a tournament like this. Omar, how does a club prepare for someone turning them down? Listen, getting turned down is normal, bro. There's a Muriel. Oh, they will repaint it. Don't worry about it, man. They will repaint it. In fact, I'm sure that a lot of these Madrid fans, a lot of these Bilbao fans, yo, they're gonna absolutely love this. The fact that Barça fans were talking like the way they were talking and making them angry, and now that he's decided to stay, yeah, a lot of them will forgive him, bro. They will. They'll forgive him. He ruined Laporta's good transfer window as well. He done our president dirty. Facts. Justified crash out. Appreciate you, man. Bro, did Barca get fined? Yes, we did. I'd be crashing out too if Perez let Nico embarrass us like that. If you are coming out, if you say you're coming, then you're coming. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. The title of living legendary though we got played. Am I lying? Am I lying? We got played. Lamine is dropping three next time he plays against Bilbao. We'll be here for that. What makes things great is that someone like Daniel Rodriguez will come in and take over. Daniel is being in his manipulation. I think I already read this. He says, I just want to see the calls and text message between Lamine and Nico right now. I would like to be a fly in the wall to see how those two next. I would like to see the next international break when these two are in the. Listen, if I see Yamal and Nico Williams celebrate together, I swear to God, if I see those two celebrate together, we shouldn't be clowning the guy in the future. He deserves to be forgotten and given no attention. He's a nobody in the next few years. Bilbao in his career, nowhere they're gonna get let go. I mean, listen, don't worry about it. I'm not going to be worried about him all the time. I can tell you that. Big up to my guy, Kashpa, every time, bro. How you doing? I wish I could have been in the fly in the world the first time Nico. Bro, don't worry about it. The first international break is going to be incredible. Oh, wow. Fluminense are leading. Crazy. Omar's villain arc just started. Oh, you know it, bro. You know it. I can be a hater too, man. I wonder what Lamine thought of this news. I'm telling you, man, if the club didn't see this coming, then clearly the players didn't see it coming either. Oh, my days. At least this happened early in the transfer window and we have time to go out and get our other targets. Facts. Rashford or Garnacho? Honestly, Rashford. I would never take Garnacho. No, Garnacho, hell no. Bro didn't even sign the contract. We couldn't trigger the buyout. Bro, he didn't sign the contract. We didn't trigger the buyout clause. It doesn't matter, bro. We were going to trigger the buyout clause. It's Gerard Moreno, man. Moreno is there. Is Gerard Romero? I hear people calling Gerard Moreno, so. Yeah, Gerard Romero. Okay, Gerard Romero. Yeah, that's true, man. I keep calling him Gerard Moreno. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Anyways, let's continue. I saw Nico Williams sign a 10-year deal. I thought he was signing for Chelsea. Yeah, the death row contracts. We already know about those death row contracts. Malik Fofana is a good player, is what Barca needs. I mean, look. He's plays for Lyon, if I'm not mistaken. I mean... listen, at the end of the day, I'll say this, Lyon got relegated recently, but, okay, so what I was going to say was, Lyon got relegated recently, so a lot of their key players, a lot of their star players are going to be leaving. And also, this is true, he's already got an agreement with Nottingham Forest, so I guess it really doesn't matter. He is cheap, but I mean, listen, he's not been linked to the club, so there's really nothing much we can say about it. Hercules scored against both Inzaghi teams. Oh! Right. Yeah, big up to Kool-Aid 767 says, Omar, thoughts on us getting Brian Zaragoza as a backup from Osasuna. He is a cheap in La Liga proven and a great dribbler. Bro, he's going to Celta de Vigo. Unfortunately, Cole, he's going to Celta Vigo. So yeah, no chance of us signing him there, unfortunately. I mean, listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, smash the likes, guys. We're almost at 40 likes. Almost at 40 likes. Big up to every single one of you guys. Bilbao fans literally wrote, "Live or stay, you've lost our respect. Now we'll see the hypocrisy." Facts. Facts. I wanna see them now start talking about he's one of our own. These fucking useless pricks. Don't worry, La Masia winger will save us. And listen, we'll be here when a La Masia graduate comes to the club, man. We will be here. Did you hear the news about Hendrik is more likely to live? I told you this would happen. Yeah, it's funny. They clown Madrid fans clown me for Victor Roque. But let me just say, if they sell Hendrik, I'm clowning all these Madrid fans. I don't care. Who else will Barcelona be looking for if Nico Williams can come in? It was Diaz. I've already talked about it. You can get Martinelli for 60. Help us too. No thanks. No thanks. Al Hilal are dead out. Wait, is the match over? Has the match ended? I'm not sure. Yeah, it is what it is. Omar, what do you make of the Partey thing? I mean, I guess I'll talk about it before we close out. Honestly, when it comes to the Partey situation, it's very unfortunate. Now, apparently he's been charged, right? And if he's guilty as charged, then bro, throw him in jail and throw away the key. That's it. I got no toleration for any of that bullshit, bro. It's disgusting. It's disgraceful. And you know what, bro? He needs to pay for his crimes. He needs to be locked up in prison. He needs to pay for his crimes. Now, here's the thing. We know that this case has been happening now for years now. The important thing about all of this is this, guys. When it comes to situations like this, the reason why it's always important to always be very careful what you say, because sometimes, guys, if you don't know the full detail of the story and you only hear the accusation, sometimes it's very easy and very naive of us to always rush into conclusions. When this whole Partey thing first came out, a lot of people were just saying allegedly and just keeping their mouth shut. For many people now who are now looking at the fact that he's been charged now and saying, oh, Arsenal this, oh, you guys were supporting this guy, oh, this guy, this and this and this. Listen, there wasn't enough evidence for many people to just charge this guy. I didn't know enough about this case to really talk about it. You understand what I mean, right? The issue is, certain people, right, you have to understand, bro, there are people out here, right, who, they get accused. There are men out here, right, who get accused of these kinds of things, right, who are not guilty, who are innocent, who just meet the wrong woman who has no problem destroying the lives of a man, right? Because the best way to destroy a man's life is to accuse him of a shit like this. Because sometimes they don't even have to be guilty. Just being associated or being accused of this can ruin a man's career, right? And in a world where men are, when a situation like this, when we know when an accusation like this happens, it's always guilty until proven innocent for men, right? It's always important to always wait until all of the information comes out. Because when the information comes out, then now you have all the evidence that you need to now say, you know what? Fuck this guy. I hope this brother rots in prison. I hope that they put him in prison for life and throw away the key. You understand what I mean, right? But the way some people always attack certain people, right? And then later it comes out that, oh, actually, there was no evidence proving it. Or the case has been closed of lack of evidence. Well, The lack of evidence basically, I guess, proves that, well, we don't know if what the person who called them out is saying is true or not. I'll give you an example. If you guys remember the whole Alves situation, Dani Alves was one of my favorite players. One of my favorite players of all time. Right? A guy who you could tell, man, whenever you watched him, even outside of football, he was just a guy who loved to vibe. You understand what I mean? Like, he was a vibe. Like, I used to remember, I followed his Instagram. He was always like partying, like in his house sometimes with the drums and all of this. And I remember when the whole thing came out in about a few years ago, when those accusations came out, everybody turned on this guy. Everyone. Everybody, bro. The club completely blackballed him. His wife left him. Everyone around him kept their distance. When he was in jail, he couldn't even pay his bill. It was Messi and Memphis Depay who helped him pay his bill. And to many people, he was guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. No more words. He's a guilty man. Simple. You understand what I mean, right? At the end of the day, he was eventually acquitted. He was acquitted, guys. That is the facts. Dani Alves, on the eyes of the law, was acquitted of all of the charges. And the reason he was acquitted, apparently, it's because there was a lack of evidence. Now, if there is a lack of evidence, I'm not sitting here saying that, oh, it's a lack of evidence, so clearly he's innocent. Because sometimes there may not be enough evidence, but maybe he did it. But I'm one of these people where I'm like, brother, I'm more of the guy who says innocent until proven guilty. And if the law states that there was no evidence or there was a lack of evidence, then brother, at the end of the day, we never know. Because brother, there are men that are victims of false accusations. And if Dani Alves was a victim of false accusations, this brother lost everything. He lost his club career. He lost his legendary status. He lost his marriage. He lost a lot of his friends. He lost so much. Sometimes I want you guys to always remember, guys, the women who are victims of these kinds of situations, they don't just have physical trauma. They also suffer mental trauma. Some of them, they don't recover mentally, bro. Do you understand what I mean, right? I have seen women in abusive relationships, how it affects them long term. It is absolutely sad, unfortunate, and it hurts. Sometimes you see it, and I always empathize and I always feel bad for these people. I really do. I feel bad for these people because they have to not, this trauma, if it follows them for the rest of their lives, it follows them for the rest of their lives, these people. But we also have to be very important. It's always important also to remember this, guys. Out of respect for the women who are victims of these kinds of assaults, we also have to call out the women who also make up lies and false accusations to ruin the lives of men. Because not only are you ruining the lives of the men that you're accusing, but you're also shaming the women who are actual victims who actually have to live through the trauma of all of this pain, and you're using their trauma as a reason to make money. We have to call that out. But as far as this Thomas Partey situation is concerned, he's been charged. I'm just going to say this now, guys. When a man does this shit, I got zero sympathy for you. You deserve everything that is coming your way. And if he's found guilty, lock his ass up. We should lock this guy. We should not even so much even mention this guy's career, bro. Scrap him from football, bro. Scrap his career. Scrap everything, bro. You understand what I mean? I know people, obviously, we will never be able to forget him. But we should just erase him from our minds and move on. right? Because a guy like this doesn't deserve to be remembered, bro. You don't deserve to be remembered if you are guilty of this shit, right? But he's been charged now. He deserves everything that's coming his way. That's it. That's all I have to say, guys. I don't know what you guys are saying in the comment section below. I know I've been waffling a lot, but honestly, guys, that's what I think of this whole situation. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Appreciate every single one of you guys who have been watching this stream, guys. But yeah, I just had to just get that out of the way, man. Smash the like button, guys. Smash it. Says, I heard that Barcelona linked to Dumfries. What happened to the Monaco right back? Yeah, we'll talk about that on another show, maybe. Diaz smells better compared to Nico, but he's overpriced. Facts. La Masia players in Daniel Rodriguez would take Nico's position. Can we talk about which player is coming on the left and the weak position? Well, we still have a lot of wingers in the team. I told you about Thomas Partey yesterday. I knew we shouldn't have signed him, and I don't want those problems. Well, listen, there's definitely no chance of us signing him anymore. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. Thomas Partey is finished, and so is Arsenal. Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. I pray to God that that Arsenal, right, did not know about this guy's crimes, knew he was going to be charged, and that was the reason why they didn't give him a new contract or decided to let him leave. Because now that he's left Arsenal, and all of a sudden these charges have come in, this is not looking good for Arsenal. This is not looking good for Arsenal. It's not looking good. So, yeah, for Arsenal's sake, I hope this is just a coincidence that you guys decide to let this guy go and now all of a sudden these charges come in. Because if this is the reason why you guys got rid of him, brother, this is going to look bad on you guys. Because it means that you guys knew about this whole thing and you guys were playing him last season. The whole of last season this brother played. And the last 2 seasons, because these charges have been around for almost 2 years now. Jesus Christ. Also, wasn't it 3 women? If it was one, I would hear you, but 3 women came out and I mean, guys, to be fair, do you guys remember the Benjamin Mendy thing? I think Benjamin Mendy was accused by 5 women, if I'm not mistaken, right? He was accused by 5 women, and in the end, he was acquitted. Now look, like I mentioned, just because you get acquitted because of a lack of evidence doesn't mean all of a sudden, right, you're like the person that's good. Listen, sometimes, guys, a lack of evidence doesn't mean that the victims are lying. It just means that they don't have any evidence to prove that they're what's happened to them. You understand what I mean? Because unfortunately, in the eyes of the law, if there's no evidence, even if the person is guilty of the crime, if there's no evidence to tie him to the crime, he can be charged. You understand what I mean, right? So, at the end of the day, I'm just sitting here just saying, listen, I don't know enough about this deal enough about this court thing to have my say and say, oh, he's lying, oh, this is this. If the law states, if the law charges him, then guess what? The law has said that he is guilty, so guess what? He deserves to get the prison time that he deserves. If the courts find him, charge him, it is what it is. Then clearly he's guilty. And we need to call it out and call this scumbag out. So yeah, I think Barcelona may try Barcola because Rashford ain't a marquee sign and Luis Diaz is too expensive. Barcola? Jesus Christ. My only issue with Arsenal is that they protected him for 3 years. They let him play and timing is convenient. This is what I mean. This is what I'm saying. I hope to God that this is a coincidence. I hope to God that this was a coincidence that Arsenal just found out at the same time we did. Because brother, if they didn't know about this, this does not look good for them. I'll say the same thing, Omar. I said on Northside's channel. Read the messages. Yeah, I saw you there, man. And listen, I was listening to Northside before I actually started my stream. He says, I normally back my brothers. But with Partey, I'm not backing that. I know Arsenal have been hiding this with PR machine. I'm telling you, man. Listen, we got to call this out as fans, because I'll tell you this right now. If my club hired, listen, the whole thing with Dani Alves, right? If you guys remember, the whole thing kind of happened after he had left Barcelona. You understand what I mean, right? And I think if I'm not mistaken, the incident, I don't know, like, okay, so I'll say this. When the charges when this person, this woman who filed the charges on Dani Alves, he filed his charges after he left Barca. So we weren't technically hiring him. However, I do believe that the crime happened while he was playing for Barcelona, right? However, the accusations came out, or the person charged or filed the suit on Alves after he left Barca. You understand what I mean? So nobody in the club knew about this, and nobody found out about this until the whole thing. But listen, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. My guy Thomas Partey could be from everywhere, because he's a West African like me, but I don't give a fuck, bro. Fuck that guy if he did what he did. Partey at Prison FC. Here we go. The medical will take place soon. He will be joining his new teammates like Mendy and the others. I mean, to be fair, Mendy is not been charged, so yeah, I guess not. Omar, can you imagine how disappointed he looked? Omar, can you imagine Omar how disappointed he looked? Destined to have worked with him, but that was an illusion. Bekele, man, Bekele. Are you talking about Flick? I hear you, man. Yeah, it says he was charged with 5 counts. It doesn't mean he did it 5 times. Facts. AFTV, Arsenal and Arteta buried this under the carpet. I'm disgusted. Mendy was crucified for the same spastic Arsenal fans. Now that the whole thing has surfaced yet again, they're acting like it's new. Facts, bro. This is what I'm telling you, man. Listen. If we're going to have that energy for Mendy, and Mendy has been found as was not charged, brother, keep the same energy for Partey. This is why, like, I still remember people attacking Partey, right? And saying, attacking Partey and saying, Partey this, Partey that, Partey this. Yeah. Listen, man, now it's looking like, hey, the guy was guilty. Partey to Marseille, Prison FC. Here we go. All documents will be signed soon. Big up to Salim. Says, Omar, you make us understand. He says, wait, well, can you make us understand why Nico counts himself and he said he wanted to join FCB? He was using us, brother. He was using us. He used us to get the best deal for himself. That's what happened. That's what happened, Salim. He used us to get a better deal, right? This whole time we thought he was trying to sign for us. No, he was trying to get the best deal. He got a 10-year, 10 million a year deal at Bilbao. So it is what it is. It says one of the victims apparently kept getting their socials taken down by Partey's camp and Arsenal representatives. What? Guys, nah, this has to be a lie. But is you wait? Nah, bro, what? Oh yeah, bro, Paris, your club is in the mud. Now Arsenal are actually in the mud. No. This no. Oh my days, bro. What the hell? Oh my fucking god. So they knew. Wait, so one of the victims was putting this on. Wait, I remember. Wasn't it the Moroccan woman? Am I correct? Is it that Moroccan woman? Was it her? Because I remember she was on social media like 2-3 years ago putting tweets about what's his name? Thomas Partey. That's where this whole thing kind of started. Oh my fucking! I remember this shit, bro. Cause I was watching Hugh Wizzy like 2-3 years ago, right, talking about this. And I remember there was a person who came out, the woman from Morocco, who apparently was his fiance or something. Now Arsenal is finished, bro. Arsenal, you are fucking finished, bro. You are finished. Bro, if Arsenal Football Club did this, bro, but Arsenal should be ashamed, bro. I'm not even talking about you, the fans, because some of you, the fans, are real, right? Some of the real fans, like you parents, like Northside, like Lee, I'm not going to call you guys out. The fucking douche-ass wipes who were sitting here calling out this woman or defending the club, bro, all of you guys hang your head in shame. Oh my fucking... I didn't even know this. Bro, I didn't even know that they did this. Wow. Wow. Nah, bro. I'm actually not kidding, guys. This is genuinely stunning. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Wow. Now they are finished. They are finished. I'm always innocent until proven guilty, but with him, it's the facts. He was charged with 5 counts. That's crazy. Yeah, he's been charged, so yeah, he is definitely guilty. Like I mentioned, man, it is what it is. Then after, he's a liar to the words. He relies on paying him. Yes. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're gonna have to work on your thing, man. I can't understand a word you said. The system should change it and lock women who falsely claim BS. You know what? I 100% agree with that. I'm not kidding, guys. Tell me what you guys think in the chat. Do you think that these women that falsely accuse men should be sent to jail? And I'm not mean like, oh yeah, a few months. No, send them to prison. Give them a 5-year prison sentence. I don't care. Because you know why? You want to know why, right? It's because if you charge these women that falsely accuse men, then guess what, bro? It will be easier for people to start really believing women when they actually come out and actually send these things, actually bring out this accusation. The issue is these days is that if you look at this whole Partey thing, this proves the point that I use when I talk about some of these women who falsely accuse men of this stuff. Because you've seen the Benjamin Mendy, he won the case. You've seen Danny Alves win his case. This is why a lot of these Arsenal fans were defending Partey, because this is what happened with Ben Mendy and what's his name, and said, how do we know these people are not lying? Because remember what happened with Mendy? Do you remember what happened with Alves? Right? They were not found guilty either. And that's the problem. When we're beginning to see so many false accusations. I remember a few years ago, there was a woman who was trying to accuse Cristiano Ronaldo of the same thing in Vegas. You understand what I mean, right? What happened to that thing? What happened to that thing? We never heard that thing again. It's funny, isn't it? People want to always do this stuff. I'm just sitting here saying this right now, guys. Honest to God, real, guys. God is my witness when I say this. I'm truly disgusted with people that do this, but perform these messed up things. But also, I am disgusted with the women who use these things as a reason to make money. Those people should be sent to prison. I don't care, bro. Send their ass to prison and teach them a lesson. Because we need to start feeling bad for the victims. People that have been victims of these kinds of crimes, they need justice. And in order for justice to prevail, we need to make sure to cut the people out, right? We need to cut the people out, the women out here who are trying to make money out of the trauma of actual women who go through this shit. Anyway, let's keep going. I didn't want Nico Williams. I was celebrating getting down the that scrub last year. Alright, yeah, well, it is what it is. I'm truly, honestly, guys, when I'm listening to all of this, man, I'm learning so much in this stream. Let's keep going. What are you guys saying? It says, I've always condemned women who make false accusations. It makes it much harder for those who are actually suffering. Thank you. Rabona is a woman, so she knows exactly what I mean. At the end of the day, don't make money out of people's trauma, bro. Trust me, I've seen people who have been victims of this shit, bro. I've seen women who've been victims of this shit. I've seen it, bro. People think it's usually when it happens, it only hurts them the occasion when it happens. Guys, I'm telling you right now, man, I've seen this. Some of these things, it follows these women until they die, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Some women, they don't recover from this ever, bro. They get, like, every time a man even comes even close to them, they get scared. They get traumatized by just the presence of a man. A man could literally be walking, like, literally, I could literally stand next to a woman like this. If she's a victim of sexual assault, being that close to him would probably trigger a reaction out of her. That is the kind of trauma. Some women go to sleep, they have nightmares of their trauma. Those people will never be the same. No matter how much therapy they go through, they will never recover. Some of them, they will never recover. And then you have all these scandalous bitches out here who use these women's trauma as a reason to make money. Nah, man, fuck those women as well. Remember Benjamin Mendy got discharged as well? Yeah, he did. Let's say 50 dropped the 80 million, he's free to go. But Jota's passing, Liverpool might hesitate. I said this before, Bekele. I said this before. Dumfries says, yeah. I don't know if did you guys see Gerard Romero actually call Dumfries yesterday? It's crazy. The Partey situation shows me why it's so important to have one woman and not F around. Hey, listen, man. Some of us need, the old saying, bro, we must stay focused. But hey, listen, people don't want to do this, man. It started in 2022. Everyone knew, and Arsenal definitely knew more. I'm telling you, man, this does not look good for Arsenal. This does not look good for Arsenal. It looks suspicious when they didn't. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, that with this whole thing that is coming out now, with this all this thing that's been coming out these last few hours about, he literally didn't give him a contract, what, 2 weeks ago? That they said they were not gonna give him a new contract, and all of a sudden this comes out. I'm just saying, bro, it doesn't look good for Arsenal Football Club. They knew for sure. Arteta kept praising his Jesus Christ. Big up, John. What's going on, bro? Says Nico Williams just missed a lifetime opportunity for a greater career and building a legacy. He will forever remain a local champion, Bilbao. The Bilbao is closed forever, for sure. Same way the Premier League came for City, I expect the same for us. You know what? I'm not even against it. I'm not against it. I mean, I don't think the Premier League are going to go after him. I think the Premier League fans are going to go after him. Are going to go after Arsenal. The fans are going to definitely let it know, bro. Now, Al Hilal are throwing everything they can to equalize, but Fluminense, well, it's very difficult to penetrate. Jeez. Anyone feeling sad about Nico Williams not joining? Listen, man, we will move on, bro. We are not worried, bro. He could be the plan, Omar. You mean 5 women you barely had an encounter with suddenly get framed? Bear in mind, Walker almost went to prison for the same. Jesus Christ. Guys, I'm telling you, man, it's dangerous for us men out here. I'm being dead serious. I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying the women are all like, I'm not saying women are not victims. For men, bro, in this generation, we have to be very careful as men, bro. Now women find everything as sexual assault these days, guys. Like, I'm going to be very honest with you. Like, you can't, like, bro, you even touch a woman like this now, that could be grounds for sexual assault. Don't be very careful around some of these women, bro. They're trying to get money out of you. Be very careful, bro, who you spend time with. Because I'm telling you, bro, the term hell has no fury like a woman's scorn. It's not just a phrase, bro. That is a real thing. Some of these women, they will ruin your life for no reason other than just for fun. They have no soul or sympathy, bro. Nothing. I'm not convinced that Arsenal didn't know, of course. I mean, hearing what I'm hearing, looks like they definitely did. Out of contract, June 30th, free agent, June 30th, free agent by July 1st, charged on July 4th, because yesterday was the Jota tragedy. Arsenal PR all over it. If they kept if they kept the prosecutors to go after him until he's out. Bad facts. I mean, look, man, it doesn't look good because this trial has been around for years now, and it was quiet for the past few years. Oh my, Danny was approached by women or a woman as they were dancing, and the woman touched him. When he tried to touch her hips, he made a huge scene. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So out. Commiserations to my guys here. But Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God, man. I mean, you see what I mean, guys? You see what I mean? I'm telling you, man, some of these women, bro, they don't give a fuck about you, man. They don't care about your mental. They don't care about nothing, man. Nothing. Yeah, I know you did. I know you did. I know you did. Big up, man. That's why Arsenal need to sack someone. Arsenal should be ashamed. That's what they need to be. Yes, we are getting a new manager now. This girl, and all this shit. What about Raul? I swear I read somewhere that it was bro. I swear I heard somewhere that it said bro was yet to be arrested. Oh, you're talking about Raul Asensio? Not bad. Raul Asensio, I see. Arsenal are done. Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It is not looking good. He kept speaking up, and they kept shutting her down. You know what? I remember now, because I remember that's how the whole Partey thing actually started freaking up. Wait, when she just started going on social media and just calling out Thomas Partey. Just kept on calling him out all the time, bro. All the time. Huh? That's what I'm saying. They knew. No, they must have known, man. They must have known. This is a flipping joke. Big up to Ablai Joke. Big up to you, brother. He says, bro, it's not Nico. Bro, it's not Nico. It's Barça. We should have stopped talking to these kind of niggas. I think it's good. It's a good thing that he's not coming. I think Rashford, if we're gonna be lucky. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yep, 2 years back, along with the case was hidden. Jeez. Now, you guys have been absolutely killing it. Yeah, Greenwood, Asensio, and now Partey. Listen, I'm telling you, man. I am telling you all right now, man. It's peak right now, man. It's a whole cover-up. 6 counts, 3 women at the latest. Jesus. You know what it is, yeah? I'm going to be very honest with you guys, right? As a man, I don't know what money does to some of these people. I don't know what status does to some of these people who, for some reason, right, they have this thing about them where they feel like because they have status and money now that they're untouchable. Like, I don't get it. Like, look, I'm not rich. I'm not famous. I'm just a content creator here. But I don't know why some of these men out here, they have this superiority complex where they think that it's okay for them to do this thing to these women. Like, if a woman rejects you, dude, it's fine. Like, especially if you're a man of status, right? If you approach a woman, the woman doesn't want you, dude, move on. You got the status, you got the money, you got the thing, bro. Women are gonna come to you, man. Don't do this shit. I think there's some of these people, bro, they get money and power, and all of a sudden, it's like, all of a sudden, nothing else matters. Look up to Bassam. It's like they just think that they are untouchable. You know, I've sat here and I've criticized these women that show no heart, no soul, no sympathy. Listen, I'm going to keep the same energy for the men. Because some of these men that do this shit, bro, they don't look at these women as human beings. They look at them as their property. They think that because they've got this money and status thing, that all of a sudden it gives them the right to just say or do whatever they want. Or act however they want. It's fucking disgusting. So yeah, I say the same thing about women, but I'll keep the same energy for men. Some of these men, bro, they need to be locked up. This is why I'm saying lock them up. Lock their asses up, every single one of them. It's disgusting. Because some of these men, they don't look at these women as human beings. They think that because they've got status and they think that because they have all this power, that all of a sudden it's okay for them to do the shit that they're doing. It's fucking disgusting. It's a fucking disgrace. It is. Disgusting behavior. Disgusting behavior. Shameful. Someone at Arsenal knew from the start and the finish, and they still locked him in the press and friendship and lied to the fans and sucked whoever was that person was. Embarrassing. And like I mentioned, the club should be ashamed. Honestly, guys, if Arsenal knew about this, Arsenal should be fined. You know what? You know what? Right? I'm not even kidding, right? If Arsenal, if I was the woman who. I was, you know what? I know there's a lot of Arsenal fans in here, guys. I'm gonna say this right now. I think the woman should actually sue Arsenal. I'm being dead serious. I would sue Arsenal. Because, dude, you guys silenced me. When this charges come up, this woman should go and sue Arsenal. Because they tried to silence her. They tried to basically make her look like a liar, a person who was looking for money and all of this. I would go and sue them for defamation and for defamation of character. Straight up, I would. I don't care. I would. Yeah, man. Arsenal to New Prison FC. Here we go, Marseille. I don't know what everyone keeps talking about. Oh, is it because of the whole Greenwood thing? Okay. End the double standards, man. Facts. Now I'm telling you, man. Jota just tragically passed away and we're still reading shit like this, man. What a week. No, I'm telling you, bro, this week has been fucking shit. I just pray to God next week it's just a calm week. I mean, it's not going to be because it's transfer window time, so we're going to get some more and more news. But, yeah, listen. It is what it is. I want to learn. I want Lerman to learn from Danny Alves' situation. You know what, right? Kushner, it's funny you mentioned him, right? Because in the group chat this morning, I even said this, right? Society sometimes is actually fucked sometimes the way society thinks. It really is, guys. Just think about this for 1 second, right, guys? You've got a player in Lamine Yamal who's 17, who is currently being quoted by a 30, oh, actually, excuse me, not 30, guys, 29-year-old OF fan. Oh, I'm sorry, OF model. Guys, sometimes society is actually disgusting. You want to know why? I'm not even going to talk about the woman. I'm going to talk about society. The society that we all live in, right? It's funny to me how, for us men, for men who go out and deal with these minors, which are disgusting, they're all perverts, right? Don't get it twisted. I'm not defending those men. Those men are fucking perverts, right? But it's funny how, for some reason, when as a man, if a man who's 29, or a man at my age, right, goes out with a person of Yamal's age, I would lose everything. My channel, taken down. My social media, gone. My life would be ruined. Because if people know who I am, my life is over. My life is finished just for associating with a woman of Yamal's age. It's funny to me how on broad daylight we are seeing a 17-year-old kid who is known all over the world and is being followed by a 29-year-old woman. And it's funny how no one is making a big deal out of this shit. It's funny, because I know some people are calling it out. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying everyone's being quiet. But it's funny how when a woman chooses to go out with a man around that age, yes, there will be outrage, but the outrage will not be as significant as if it was a man who was doing this shit. I keep the same energy for everybody. No man should be going out with a minor. And no woman should be going out with minors. Listen, I am not against women marrying or dating men who are younger than them. That's fine. Listen, if I ever get married, or let's say if I'm married to a woman who's older than me, I have no problem, bro. Like I mentioned, I don't have an issue because I'm not a kid. Okay, I'm in my late 20s. You understand what I mean, right? It's fine. If I marry a woman who's 10 years older than me, yeah, people might clown her, people might do that. It doesn't matter, bro. I'm at a legal age. I'm a mature, grown-ass man. You understand what I mean, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You understand what I mean, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And the same thing applies with men. See, sometimes in society today, men are being clowned. I see people clown Leonardo DiCaprio because he doesn't date women above the age of 25. First of all, he's not dating any woman below the legal age. So people can cry, people can moan, people can bitch all they want. He's not breaking the law. He's dating women who are legal by law. Yes, those women are old enough to become his daughters. Fine. Sometimes even I find those relationships creepy. I'll be the first one to admit it. I find those relationships creepy when a man is dating a woman who's old enough to become their daughter. I find that creepy. However, it's not illegal. And since it's not illegal, I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, man. That's up to them. If these women want to go out with them, if they prefer women of the early 20s, that's fine. They're not breaking laws, that's fine. Women out here can criticize, whine, bitch, and moan. That's their problem. However, bro, it gets to a point where if you are dating a woman who is not legal, that's where I draw the line. People can cry all they want. I don't care if a man is dating a woman who is 20 or 30 years older than. If the man is 50 and the girl is 20, the girl is legal. Technically, she's not breaking the law. People can have to mind their business and do whatever they want. People can say, he's old enough to become your daughter. Whatever, bro. Whatever. That's none of your business. He's not breaking any rules. But if she's not, or if he's under the age of 20, under the age of age of 18. No. I mean, look at the whole thing with Shannon Sharp. For those of you guys who are Americans, or those of you guys who know who Shannon Sharp is, that's this thing with Shannon Sharp, bro. Shannon Sharp is not married. But brother, this brother has never, from what we know so far, right now, we know he's never broken any laws as far as the woman she dates with, right? She's dated, everyone she's dated so far from what we know are all at that age, right? He's currently dealing with a case himself, right? But the case has nothing to do with the age. However, the important thing is this. Shannon Sharp is dating women who are old enough, who are young enough to become his daughter. That's the truth. And many people find that relationship hella creepy. Some people find it hella creepy, right? And even sometimes, even I look at them like, brother, you're an unk, bro. Like you're dating women, like you're dating women who are even younger than me. Like, come on, bro, relax. And even I've said this. I said, yo, chill, man, relax. What are you doing? It is what it is. But hey, you know what? He's not breaking any laws, so I'm not going to sit there and attack his character and all this shit. I'll leave that to other people. You understand what I mean, right? But, yeah, I mean, listen, I'm just saying, man. The whole thing with Yamal and this chick that she's going out with, that is creepy and disgusting. Because Yamal is not, bro, Yamal is going to be 18 next year, bro. Actually, is it next year? No, this year. You know what's crazy? I think Yamal is turning 18 this year. Bro, you're telling me this chick couldn't wait until Yamal turned 18? Because you know what? People would have still criticized her. But brother, at least you don't have to worry about him not being at the legal age. And I hear some people telling me, oh, but Omar, in Spain, the legal age is 16. Bro, I don't care. I don't care, bro. 16 is fucking, no. No. This is why I barely approach women, because today, you don't know how you're doing with each other. You go on dates, and y'all are kissing, the next day the police are on your doorstep. I'm not going to lie to you, Hope. I'm like you, bro. I'm single. Can I tell you, like, listen, guys, on God, guys, I've never been in a relationship. I've been in, like, so I'll say this way. I haven't been in any serious relationships. Let me put it like that. I've never been in any serious relationships in my lifetime. I'm almost 30. I've never been in a serious relationship. honestly, right? Because I live in the thing is sometimes I'll tell you the truth, right? Sometimes with me, I have a level like sometimes because of everything that happens these days. Sometimes I'm very careful when I approach women, when I speak to women. You feel me, right? Now I'm not judgmental of women. I'm not gonna sit there and say, "Oh, these women are all like this and all this." That's not me. However, I try to always remain grounded. You understand what I mean, right? And you know what? Sometimes I'll be the first one to admit. Sometimes, listen, I don't really approach women that much. I don't. That's the truth. I don't approach women that much. So because I don't approach them, that's why I'm single. And it's fine, bro. And listen, that's not me saying that at the end of the day, I don't want to be in a relationship and all that. Listen, maybe one day I'll be lucky to be in a relationship. But look, I'm just not in a relationship now, and that's fine by me, man. I got so many other priorities that I'm looking forward to in my life. Make sure you guys smash and sub to the channel. Make sure you guys do that, guys. Big up to every single one of you guys. You guys have been killing it. We're on 41 likes, guys. 41. Get me to 50 likes before we end this stream, guys. I've gone longer than I expected. I didn't think I was going to be here this long, but hey, you guys are absolutely, you know what, sometimes, bro, when the chat is as good as it is now, right, and you got people in here all sending, like, all of them coming out here, right, all you guys having your say, I always stay longer, man. Facts, Omar. Once it happens, something breaks, something in us breaks. No matter how many time passes, it's still the same. Time, therapy, loving relationship, none of these things fix it. That's true, bro. That is 100% true. I'm telling you, man, like, bro, some of these women who are victims of this, bro, they never recover. That's why sometimes when they do these lawsuits, I hear it, because I know sometimes it stays in here forever, man. Is it just me, or Xabi Alonso looks like he's Ten Hag? Don't worry, us Barca fans. We are safe from danger. Yeah, this don't worry about it. Yo, big up to my guy Joker, man. He came back. Yeah, Fluminense won. Congratulations to Fluminense. Congratulations to Fluminense for making the semis. Partey would have gotten the 250 if he asked for. If someone must have told the board that the situation was going to surface, and that's why the talk stalled, and then I don't know where he's gone. That is true. He was about to sign a new deal. Inzaghi just hates Barca clearly. Another case of where he did the incredible comeback and is getting dunked. Yeah, I'm heartbroken. Yeah, big up to Bassam, man. Commiserations to you, bro. He says, the money and ego is their downfall. 100% it is. Doesn't matter. I warned you guys about Williams. Yeah, here we go. Factors, Omar. Big up to you, man. Omar, it says, if the Philly situation shows it's just about overpowering, because how many women throw themselves, but then when they choose force, well, hold on, let me read this properly. It says, because how many women throw themselves at them, but then they choose to force themselves on women. I'm telling you, man, listen, I'm going to tell you guys this. If I ever get to a point where let's say my channel grows to the point that I have 100K, 200K to 1 million subscribers, and I am well known all over the country, and I'm getting attention, I'm making money and all this stuff. Look, I know that when that happens, if I'm single, I know that I'm going to get a lot of calls from women. That's just natural. I know I will. Right? But this is the funny thing about me, right? Because I'm not a simp or a guy who and because I know how easy it is to lose everything you work for, I'm going to be very careful when I'm around women. You understand what I mean, right? I'm not going to be disrespectful towards them. I'm going to be very respectful, but I'm going to keep my distance sometimes. Because sometimes, bro, you just never know, man. You just never know. You got to remain focused sometimes, man. It's important. The Cronkies owe her reparation money. All three of them if he's found guilty. Yeah, pay him. Facts. Marseille is known for signing players with charges. That's why I call them Prison FC. That woman who's dating Jamal disgusts me. I keep telling people it is wrong. It is wrong. Everyone tells me it's the age of... Bro, you see what I mean, Rabona? You know what's crazy, guys, in the chat? Rabona is a chick. She's a woman. And even she's saying this disgusts her. Bro, this is not about whether you're a woman or a man. If you see a disgusting relationship, you call it out. You call it out because it's disgusting. Because because as a woman, if you're gonna see a man dating a minor, you're gonna flame that man, and he deserves to get flamed. But make sure that when a woman is doing the same thing, keep the same energy so that we can know it's not just a man thing. It's a facts, man. Bro, stop. These people need to stop always making excuses, bro. Stop making excuses. If it's a disgusting relationship, call it out. I don't care if it's legal in Spain. It's legal in Spain. It's not legal for the rest of the world. I'm not Spanish. I'm American. Most of us here are not even from Spain. And most of us come from countries where the legal age is 18. So guess what? You can tell us that in the Spanish law he's not breaking the rules. In the world's law, he is breaking the law. So it is what it is. That's understandable. Thank you, bro. Omar, when a man is dating a man, it's dangerous because men are capable of things that women cannot. Bro, it doesn't matter. Let me tell you something, guys. When I was 17, you know what? Like I mentioned, I'm in my late 20s. 10 years ago, I was the same age as Yamal. Do you think that I'm the same guy that I was 17 when I was 17? Do you think I'm the same guy that I was when I was 17? Let me tell you something. When I was 17, I was naive. I was a teenager. I was learning about life. I was learning to become a man. And I made a lot of stupid mistakes. It was around that time, I could make so many stupid mistakes. Every single man that is in this chat, or remember, I want every single one of you to tell me that when you were 17, how many mistakes did you make? How many times were you fooled? Were you hoodwinked? Were you a victim? I wouldn't say a victim of like something serious, but even like the little things. Like imagine you go out on a date with a girl and it turns out the girl's using you for money. That is something that is a learning curve. I want you all to really understand, bro. When you're a teenager, you always make mistakes. You always make mistakes. The thing with Yamal is, and this is what people need to remember about Lamine, he's an amazing footballer, one of the greatest footballers of all time, right? Potentially, if he reaches his potential. I'm not saying he is yet. I'm saying he has the potential to become one of the greatest players of all time. He's gone that road. However, we need to remember that Yamal is a kid. You see the way he acts sometimes. You see sometimes how he moves. He moves like a child, bro. On the pitch, he moves like a child. When he's out, when he's behind the scenes, he moves like a kid. Because he is a kid. He is naive. He is at the age in his life where he's a teenager, bro. His hormones are going to go crazy. Every one of us who are all adults here, we all remember our teenagers, how our hormones were like. He is at that age right now. So when I look at this woman, what she's doing, I have to call it out because this woman is a matured woman. She's the same age as me. You understand what I mean? In fact, now, scratch that. This woman is older than me. She's older than me. So she has more experience, and clearly she does because she's an OF model, right? So she's got more experience. She's done everything she's needed to do. She is taking advantage of a guy, of a kid who is in a stage in her life where she's still learning about life. And this woman is taking advantage of that. That's why people need to understand, bro. So yeah, people talk about it. People say, oh man, bro, let me tell you something. These women that do this shit, they're just as bad as the men. They are. The Lamine situation scares me. Fraudenham dating a woman who's been smashed by every celebrity in Hollywood. There you go. I'm telling you, these footballers, man, I don't know what their problem is, man. I don't know why they always, you know what it is, yeah? Sometimes I look at these women these men, right? When they go out with these women who've been passed around the block. Bro, I'm not dating a woman who I know has been passed around the block, respectfully. Like, respectfully, guys, I don't care. You will never, me or Maninjai, guys, right? Me, I just used my name. You guys will never see me, no matter how famous I become, go out with somebody like a Britney Renner. You will never catch me ever. Ever. I promise you guys. Brother, you guys see me in the internet. Brit Renner? Absolutely not. What's the name of the chick? The bald chick that has been around with it, who has been dating every single rapper. What's his name? What's her name? What's the name of the bald chick? Yeah, I would never date her too. There's so many women that I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't go out with a Barney Blue. Hell no. Astaghfirullah. I would never go out with a woman like that. You understand what I mean, right? Like, bro, it doesn't matter how much money I make, man. Like, come on. Like, seriously, man. Standards. But sit there, but to sit there and see the exact cover up, what's going on, not calling out the crime for what it is, because the club hid it from us and the player ran out of the contract. You know what's funny, right? They could have easily canceled this contract and everybody would have praised Arsenal. If Arsenal had terminated his contract, or even, you know what, suspend him, people would have praised Arsenal and said, you know what, it is what it is. It is what it is, right? They did what they did. Fair play to Arsenal for actually stepping up. Shane Gunnar, the only one who really stood up on this situation, and I have a funny feeling he'll be found guilty. Come on, Omar. Let's help Omar reach 7K by the end of the year. Elite streams as usual. Yo, appreciate you, man. Listen, we're almost about to hit 3.7K on my channel soon. Right? How many subscribers? How many am I on? Hold on. Let me actually count. Let me actually count where I am right now. So I'm almost about to hit 3.7K. So I'm like 16 subscribers away from hitting 3.7K. I'm trying to hit 3.4K by the end of before the start of the season. Omar, did you want Nico? Yeah, I did. In a week he'll be 18. Yes, he will be. So we're just gonna pretend that the 21-year-old isn't weird at all. No, but Bekele, she's not saying that going out that the age gap between the women is not weird. She's even saying she's disgusted by it. So yeah, it doesn't matter, Omar. Your man should date at his age. Stay away from these prostitutes and these older women. Simple. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not saying she shouldn't date. Bro, at the end of the day, when I was 17, I had a girlfriend. When I was 17. So at the end of the day, bro, I'm not sitting here saying he shouldn't be in a relationship at 17. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is not what I'm saying. Yeah, man, it is what it is. Smash the likes, guys. Smack those like button. I'd take Hendrik at Barcelona. Me personally, he has the potential. Nope. No, man. Keep it P. As always. Make sure you smash the like. Big up to Omar. Yo, big up to every one of you guys, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate every single one of you. It is what it is. It says, when Neymar is your model in football, trust me, there's a problem in the lifestyle. The money will make it happen. Jesus Christ. Majority of guys are actual victims. They just don't realize it because it's made to look like something to brag on. Sleeping with your babysitter, your teacher, etc. are all praised as manly. Yeah, man. Some men are also guilty of this, man. Some men are guilty of this. A lot of guys don't even realize they're victims as well. They don't. I love Neymar, but as a player, I feel like if you want to live like him, you ruined your talent. That's not wrong. Wasn't Neymar accused of the same? I think he might have been, but the case never went anywhere. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't care if that happened to me. I dreamt of that as a kid. Listen, man, a lot of guys, to be honest, even me, right? Most guys, they always like, you know what it is? I'll tell you this. When you're a teenager, yes, sometimes guys want to go out with women that are experienced, are much older and have been around the block. But when you know what it is, right? Let me explain it this way. When guys are usually young, when we're like our teenagers, when we're like 16, 17, 18, when our hormones are going crazy, most of the time men are always trying to go out and smash like the older women, the experienced women, and all of these stuff, right? And they always think like going out with these women who've been, who are how do you call them? Who've been around the block. Let me put it that way. I don't wanna demonetize my channel, right? But you know what I mean, right? They always want to go out with these women that they know will always like, they have no problem like doing those things, right? And they always think, yeah, this is the kind of girl I want, who I know is gonna give me all of this. But you know what's funny, right? When you are getting older and you get more and more experience and you start thinking with this, your brain, right? You start to realize, oh man, no, you gotta be careful around these blocks, man. You gotta be careful around these areas. It ain't safe in here for guys anymore, man. But yeah, that's what I think, man. Guys, we're almost at 50 likes on this channel, man. I've almost been here for 3 hours. I need to finish these soon. What a stream, man. What a stream. Yeah, I know you're gonna start with the cookings and all that, but yeah, it is what it is. Bro, apparently Lamine Yamal was liking her pics, texting her, or on one of his texts, he actually said, I need you to come to my place fast because I'm hot. And the girl, and you know what's funny, right? And the girl actually went. Why didn't the girl tell her, yo, wait, maybe after you turn 18? How about that? Oh, I wouldn't even say that. I'll be like, yo, I'm too young for you, man. Go fuck with someone your age. Respectfully. Sorry, thought you were talking to me. Oh, no. Trust me, bro. I'm not calling out any specific one. Appreciate your take on the Partey situation, Omar, as always. Some of the man, them are not saying the same thing. Bro, we all know, man, some people, they have no morality, bro. They have no morality. It is what it is. No, I'm telling you, Rabona, it's a true statement, though. You're not lying. Most guys, right, and you know what, right? I blame, like, modern TV now, just the way, they've kind of like, you know what, I don't even want to do this, right? But I blame feminism a little bit because modern day feminism has kind of taught women that, taking off your clothes, doing all of this is empowering to women. So a lot of these men look at these women who are all like sexually driven and all these stuff, and they are all like, they just start going crazy. It's honestly sad, bro. It's a sad state of affairs. But yeah, it's a true statement because society doesn't really make these women pay for putting these men through this. And most of the time, these men don't even know that they are being victims of this shit. He should do whatever he wants, but if she gets in trouble, that's her problem. If we could get Rodrigo, I mean, if we could, I would take him. Lamine knew what he was doing as always on our page. I hope this opens his eyes. Well, he's not thinking with his brain, I can tell you that. Right now, he's not thinking with his brain. He's not thinking with his brain right now, man. Like, bro, when you're a teenager, bro, and a girl comes at you like that, you're not thinking anymore, bro. You're not thinking with this anymore. This doesn't work. Hit the likes, almost at 50. Guys, smash the likes, man. Get me to 50 likes soon, man. I'm about to close out very, very soon, man. We've almost been there for almost 3 hours, man. Amazing 10 out of 10 stream. I know I was frustrated, I was screaming, I was angry, I was fuming, but you know what, man? Appreciate you guys who have been here, man. You guys have actually made me feel a lot better now. I actually feel a lot more better now because, yeah, I was very devastated this morning, and you guys saw when I started the stream how angry I was. But yeah, you know what, man? You guys are absolutely elite. Appreciate every single one of you guys who has been here this whole time, man. Says Lamine is having the summer of his life. Sure he is. The summer of Paris life. Thanks. Paris man, then. When that follow develops, he'll realize. Hey, don't worry about it, man. It trust me, man. Hey, listen. It's gonna happen. Should have involved Nico in his fiesta more. Maybe he would have. Listen, man, maybe, man, maybe. Who knows, man? Who knows? Anywho, man, what a show, man! What a show! What a show! Anyways, let me see. Who's live? Yeah, a lot of people live. Alright, I'll probably send you out to Don Hussam. Anyways, big up to every single one of you guys who has been here in the stream. This stream has been absolutely elite. I was happy about the news. He ain't coming. I wanted Rashford. I hear you, man. Says Real Madrid Hala 15. Big up to you, bro. It says a bum using Barça to get more money can't be a club. Can't be my club. Hey, listen, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Have your fun, Madrid fans. Big up to you every single time, man. At this point, as a Barca fan, we should just sit and wait for news and not speculate. Bro, fans are gonna be fans. Let's be honest. As fans, we're always gonna be fans. We're always gonna speculate. We're always gonna hype about our club. We're gonna always do everything that we need to do. It's just natural as football fans for us to do that. You feel me, right? We're gonna hype up our clubs. It's simple. People can sit there and say, you said this and you said that. Listen, I never deny anything I say. I never deny anything I say. I would be the first one to tell you that, yeah, I said this, and I said that, and I said this, and I said that. And if I'm wrong, and I'm going to get cooked for it, then hey, man, game is game, man. I will take my cooking. I will get cooked, right? I will get absolutely ripped to shreds. It's simple, man. I'm not worried. It is what it is. But listen, sometimes you got to take, sometimes you know what it is. Sometimes you got to take the L's, man. You got to take the L's, man. Wants to play for us, I think he will shine. I'll take him on. I've already said the only way I'm taking Rashford is on a loan deal. That's the only thing. But listen, guys, we are gonna be closing out, guys. I do actually have some other stuff I need to go. I got other stuff I have to do, guys. Unfortunately, big up to every single one of you guys. We've almost been here for almost 3 hours, man. Almost 3 hours. Right, what a show this has been, right? I thought I was only gonna be here for an hour just ranting, but yeah, you guys in the chat were absolutely amazing. You guys absolutely made this stream the way it is. He says, I feel the pain. Trust me, Omar. I've been in the same boat. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. He says, I'm scared, man. The Jota situation has changed my perspective on life, how to deal with things. R.I.P. Can't let this go. It's a sad state of affairs, man. R.I.P. And yeah, man. Listen. I'll say this, guys, before I go. Life is short, man. Life is short. Don't hold on to vendettas. Like, even this whole situation, right? Even though I've been ranting, I've been screaming, I've been doing all this stuff, I'm not going to hold this to heart. I'm not. Yes, I'm going to be a troll. Yes, I'm going to be a hater. But it's all in good fun. Even Nico Williams, right? As much as I'm hurt, I'm disgusted with the way he treated my club, I don't hate him. I don't hate him as a person. I don't hate him as a man. I don't know. Listen, at the end of the day, bro, he's getting his bag. People can criticize him. People can attack him. But this is the thing, bro. He's getting his bag. He's got a life outside of football. He wants to take care of himself and his future. And you know what, right? If you're gonna buy us aside, sometimes if you guys were in his shoes and they put all that money on you, you might have done the same thing he did. You understand what I mean, right? But I'm still going to be hurt as a Barca fan, obviously, right? But yeah, I don't hate this guy as a person. I don't hate anybody as a person. No footballer, right? So, last thing I'm going to say is hug your family members. Hug the closest people around you, right? Don't hold on to vendettas. Don't hold on to anger. Don't hold on to frustrations. None of this. After this, trust me, guys, I'm going to move on with my day. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. But, yeah, man, listen. I mean, listen, Rabona says, oh my, you didn't answer my question. When Nico Williams plays against Real Madrid, you're going to be hitting on him? I mean, Real Madrid versus Bilbao? I mean, hey, listen, man. Can both of them lose? If Madrid lose and Nico Williams doesn't score, I will hit on both. I'll say that. Because Madrid are always going to be Madrid. Obviously, Madrid is culture that I have to hate Madrid. You feel me, yeah? But, yeah, man. Big up to every single one of you guys, man. Listen, this stream will be redirecting you all to Don Hussam. Obviously, you guys know Hussam. He's doing a Q&A on his channel right now. All of you guys, put Omar BYT And put Omar BYT rate in the comment section below. Let him know that I sent you. And make sure you guys go subscribe to Don Hussam, man. That's my guy, man. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him. But big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And peace, you guys. Take care.